Hello, everybody. Sorry for the little bit of a late start. We were going over some stuff, but welcome to a brand new episode of the D&D live play show known as SOTC. Woo! I am your dungeon master, Aiden Yolo, joined by my friends and family here for this wonderful D&D game. If you want to, you can follow me at Twitter. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Nevrent, Nevrent, to keep up to date with the notifications for the show. Also, you can follow the Twitch channel or subscribe to the YouTube channel if you would like to follow along with this journey going into the future. We play every Wednesday night at supposed to be 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, and every new episode goes up on the YouTube channel the following Sunday at 12 noon Pacific time. If any of you want to post about the show, use the hashtag SOTCDND, that's SOTCDND, to make sure that we can see it there and interact with all of you lovely people. Before we hop into tonight, we just had a little bit of a discussion, and I just wanted to let everyone out there know that starting tonight, we're going to be using two sort of variations, variated sort of home rules. The first thing is that for area of effect spells with saving throws, we are going to treat natural successes and natural failures specific to those. So if you roll a natural 20 on, say, a fireball, you will take only a quarter of the damage instead of just half. And if you roll a natural 1 on a saving throw for a spell with damage, you will take 1.5 times the damage. So take a little extra damage, just like a critical hit for the spellcaster. The other thing is that we are going to be changing up a bit how we use the help action, specifically for certain skill checks like survival or nature or perception or whatnot. Instead of helping someone to give them advantage, we are going to start tonight with, if you give the help action to someone, then they can add your modifier to the end result roll. So I just thought that this was a little more fun because it really makes everybody sort of play into their strengths. And just for example, like Urbos shouldn't be able to help Orladar search for something the same amount as Pyra should be able to help Orladar search for something with like an investigation check. Urbos having a +0, Pyra having like a +2 or 3. So it really matters. It really matters what your character is good at, even if your character isn't making the roll themselves. So we're gonna try those for a little while. If we end up not liking them, we might just sort of cut them and go back to the original rules as written. That is entirely up to us, and that is the fun of having a home game with a bunch of your friends. But yeah, those are everything that I just wanted to let you know. A little announcement. So let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of SOTC. The thick sode that it might be.
Into the thick of it.
Alright, so previously, as the Shield of the Coast had left Altera and got caught in a strange seascape and thick fog on their third day on the water, the ship finally pushed its way out of this stark wall of fog to a strangely unsettling sight of their home city Waterdeep on the horizon after just 3 days on the water. The bold venture pulled into the harbor long after nightfall, but even in the dark, the Shield was still able to see the damage that has come to their city since they were last home. Destroyed docks and ships, buildings with scorch marks blistering their sides, streets with large gaping cracks and uneven levels. Eventually, they found that this damage continued to their alleyway and their tavern. Shattered and boarded up windows, impacts in the wood, and a sign hanging on their door that read closed indefinitely. The party then went into full-on Mission Impossible mode, Orladar casting invisibility on everyone but Pyra and himself, and then Pyra being able to use her strange key to make herself invisible. Zori and Timber made their way up onto the roof to try and pry off a board and make their way inside on the second floor, while Orladar walked through the front door along with Pyra and Urbos following closely behind. Walking into the destroyed tap room of their tavern, they were shocked and taken aback by the sight of their friend, Renaer Neverember, tied up to a chair, sitting atop a crate with a noose hanging around his neck. Tensions then shot from 0 to 100 real frickin' quick as these three members of the Shield officially met Velfi, a teal-skinned tiefling who seemed to be able to see right through their invisibility spells cast upon Urbos and Pyra. Orlidar kicked things off with trying to cast Hold Person on Velfi, but Velfi just waving a hand, setting an arcane wave to snuff out Orlidar's spell in the casting. Urbos then immediately summoned his Echo and held its shadowy blade to her throat, causing her to rush forward and pull Reneer's chair back, tightening the noose affixed to his neck. Eventually, though, Pyra and Orlidar were able to tenuously, at best, calm the tension. At least enough to find out that Velfi was paid to find and retrieve a extremely mysterious artifact with almost no information accompanying it, with a team of hers, and on the night of the rifts, she fell through these strange portals into the other world that is seemingly on the other side of this, of these events that have been occurring. And at the end of it, was left miles away from her party, just outside the city of Waterdeep. And now she has come to try and negotiate a way for the Shield of the Coast to complete this job for her, and as well as search for any signs of her own compatriots surviving and perhaps escaping the attacks, while she holds a member of their troop captive as insurance. Orlidar was able to convince her to take himself in Reneer's place, at least for the night, so that Reneer could be, his wounds could be attended to, and he could go have a restful night's sleep with his friends. So, as Zoria, Timber, and Urbos take Reneer upstairs to their living quarters to bathe him, tend to his wounds, and reconvene with their friend, Orlidar is left tied to the chair and placed in the vulnerable position just beneath the noose. Pyra sat herself in a side booth, with Velfi sitting across from her, no weapons on either side, just direct eye contact. And that is where we are now.
We sure are. Aren't we?
We are indeed. You can still hear the rain fall from outside, pitter-pattering on the boarded-up windows and on the streets outside. Velfi is just sitting there, fingers crossed. Her dagger is sitting in the floor, just next to the table. Orlidar, you are sitting there with the noose around your neck, hands tied behind the chair.
This is a little much, Velfi, even for you.
Well, I was kind of put in a desperate position. And I will have you know that your friend did strike first. I was merely protecting myself.
You know that you do not need to protect yourself against him.
Well, I don't think you quite understand what a fighter your friend is. Gave me a run for my money.
He is good with a sword?
Yeah, he is indeed.
You could have messaged me at any time before you got there.
I wanted to talk face to face. You see, Pyres, you ruined me. You absolutely destroyed my place in the Black Raiders. You lost me a hell of a whole lot of gold. And for some stupid reason, I still miss you. I miss working together. You really were a sister of mine. As she's saying this, she sort of glances over to Orlidar, and Pyra, you just see her start sort of waving her hands. And Orlidar, as you are sitting there, you feel the noose get picked up and thrown over your neck, and then you feel the restraints on your wrists go slack and fall onto the crate.
Okay.
Come on, Dragonblood. Join us.
Thanks.
You might want to bring something to drink.
Grab a bottle of whiskey from the bar.
Good idea.
Go sit at
Listen, looking at you now, Orlidar. I don't trust you, but I do believe you. I do believe you're the type of person who likes to help people. I do believe after hearing my circumstances, you might even want to help me for some reason.
I think that you would actually make a really interesting addition to our group. It's from what I've observed between you and Pyra, it seems that until the rift between you, you worked really well together.
We did.
You,
And I struggle to understand even to this day why she had to drive that rift in between us.
well, she explained it to us while we were in the water. She can explain it to you the same way. I don't know that it makes a difference. It sounds like you suffered quite a lot of damage to your career and reputation
Oh, I
from
did.
what I just heard you explain. But I do think that you would bring a unique skill set, especially in the arcane. And I don't know who your compatriots were that were helping you, but the Shield of the Coast has its own successes and unique skill sets, and I just feel like if you were willing and interested in going on this quest with us, I just feel like we could accomplish so much more.
Well, unfortunately, first and foremost, I do have my own sort of family elsewhere. I appreciate your loose invitation, though. And I've seen what certain people are capable of, and I can't risk just sleeping on the side of the street with you all. Not again, Pyres, you can understand why. But I definitely don't want any of you to get hurt. I don't know you. And Pyres, Anyway. I can't go with you. I need some sort of insurance that you won't turn your backs on me again, looking into your eyes, Pyra. So, do this for me. Let me hold one of your friends as a little piece of a bargaining chip, and prove to me, prove to me that you would like to rebuild this bridge.
I got a friend you can keep. One I care about probably a whole lot more than Renaer.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna write Liff on the table if I can. See if he comes around.
Who's Liff?
The gentleman that owns this tavern.
That's interesting. I thought you owned it.
We're borrowing it.
On paper, we own it.
Yeah, Pyra, make a deception check.
Okay.
I feel like that's not entirely untrue.
No, you're all five of yours names are very clearly on the deed. Yeah.
Liff's Tavern.
Yeah, that's the name.
We just live here.
I did say we
16.
own it. And I did say we own it on paper.
It's true.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I thought that was an aside.
No, I'm so sorry. That was in character.
Well, you're a curious lot. What do you mean you own it on paper, but he is the owner? And if he's the
Can't
owner,
try
where
what
is he?
to-
Pyra, do you want to explain?
I mean, he's probably right here with us, honestly.
Liv, can you
Liv?
bring us another bottle of whiskey, please?
You hear a very, very slow and very shaky, like, and then and then a bottle sort of starts floating over, and she and she just sort of watches it. Sorry, is this some sort of unseen servant you have at your disposal?
No.
No.
No, Liv is the original owner of this tavern. That is why his name is still on it. and he is
I
our
see.
bartender.
So you expect me to keep a poltergeist captive in a room that, if they're still haunting it, they obviously can't leave? It's very, very cute, Pyres, but I have already told you. This is either going to happen in a gracious way. You all will convince your friends upstairs that you will take this. You'll leave the handsome man to me and show me that maybe you have changed. Maybe you will still stand with those that you care about. Or at least one of you will die, and I will be on my way.
Who are we looking for? If I'm gonna find these people, I need to know what they look like,
Well,
what they do, where you left them, what kind of dangers are gonna be awaiting us when we get there, because I'm not walking my family in there if we're gonna die.
that's fair. She pulls out the small map that she sort of just pointed at earlier. Ress, I know you know at least one of these people. Ziraj, he's a half-orc who works closely with the Black Raiders from time to time. And Pyra, you do actually remember meeting him like once. Once he's this large half-orc man. He has blue tinted gray skin complexion. He has long black hair, and he wears black leathers. And the most notable thing is that he has an extremely oversized longbow, just to sort of fit his stature. And he is one of the more lethal members of the Black Raiders that sort of only comes out for the high profile jobs of when someone needs to be gotten rid of under the radar.
Ziraj.
Ziraj. Pyra, within the Black Raiders, he's known as the Hunter.
How'd you get him to come along?
Well, I know you only met him once, but he's one that I'm a little closer to. We work well together, especially for these how do I put this?
Less than moral?
No, not necessarily less than moral. This isn't a non-moral job that I'm sending you on, but just one that has the potential for higher difficulties. He's good at taking care of some things, keeping people safe. The other one is Tashlin Yafira. She's a Goliath. She has sort of lavender-colored skin, typical sort of deep purple face tattoos that goes across her bald head. She should be wearing heavy armor and should have a large greatsword at her side. And then the last one is Schemo Weirdbottle.
How do you... say that again?
Schemo.
Schemo. You cut out... all I heard was ski. I was like, huh?
Ski? Schemo Weirdbottle. He's a rock gnome fella. He has darker tanned skin, wears sort of this muddy yellow cloak over this sort of green shirt and purple trousers, very ostentatious.
Yellow. Purple? And
A yellow
green?
cloak over a green shirt and purple trousers.
Okay.
What type of being was he?
A rock gnome.
Rock gnome.
And what does he do?
He's skilled in the alchemical side of things. You might find certain flasks, certain ingredients around where he might be. if you want to open up a roll 20, she also shows you on the map. Around this section of the Neverwinter Woods is where we camped for our last night before we were about to head up to the mountains and start searching. It's where I lost them.
Okay.
Now it would probably be easier for you all to try and locate the thing that my benefactor wants me to retrieve first, and then head down to the woods and then come back. See your friend waiting here, safe.
So this object is in the Sword Mountains.
It's in this section of the Sword Mountains up here. That's pretty much all the information that we got.
That's it, and it is it's an orb, a cube rather.
A cube.
Clear
A cube.
Should be transparent. I heard it might have certain mechanisms to it. Should be able to fit in the palm of your hand.
Mechanisms? Go back. Mechanisms?
That's all we heard, like, I don't know, buttons or levers or something.
You really need to start asking more questions before you take these goddamn jobs.
Oh,
Buff.
believe me, I asked as many questions as I could. I don't like jobs like this, but he was offering a lot of money.
How much money?
Like I tell you.
Okay.
It's actually at this point where you all hear on the front door, and as that knock happens, Velfi shoots up her hand, and one of her daggers flings out of the ground and sort of spins in the air, and she catches it, and she looks at the door and looks back to you two, and she says, "Expecting company?"
We
Yes.
have neighbors.
Let me go answer the door and send them on their way.
Are you lying, Orladar?
No.
You're not lying? Okay.
No. Nope.
All right. She throws the dagger back to like exactly where it was sitting, so that she doesn't have it on her anymore.
Okay. I am assuming that it is the guard that I asked to come check on us. So I'm gonna go to the door and
right.
pull out some gold out of my pouch.
Yep, it is the guard, and he's like rubbing his eyes, like, hey, are you all right? I haven't heard anything.
I'm so sorry. We are all right. We just got busy cleaning, and then I just totally forgot. How much gold did I say I was going to give you for this?
Oh gosh,
Another
I don't
50?
remember.
I believe
it's fine. It's fine. You already gave me some gold for my troubles. You all are safe.
The Shield of the Coast pays what it says it's going to pay. And here's 50 gold more. Thank you so much for checking on us. I really appreciate you.
I'm glad you're all right.
We're fine. There's
All right.
just a lot more damage in here than we anticipated.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to you fixing it back up. I love this place.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a good night.
See you later, Orladar.
Bye. Close the door and lock it.
All right.
Go back to the table.
Who was that?
One of the guardsmen that is, outside checking on everything. Before we came in, we didn't know how this was going to go down, so I asked him to come check on us when his shift ended. And then I totally forgot because I was just too enthralled with you.
You know what? That's fair. Anyway, rest.
No lies detected.
What?
Oh, I just said no lies detected.
Listen, sometimes people hear what they want to hear, all right?
Why would you tell her that?
Orladar flirts with basically everybody who's
True.
of legal age, so.
This
Don't
is very
be
true.
smart.
She go.
Go!
Unintentional!
Fuck! For those who are
I
watching,
have an image in my mind.
Velfi is just
Velfi
straight
is
up
just
Shigo
straight up
from,
Shigo. Less green.
From Kim Possible. Less green.
More blue.
teal. She's teal, not green.
Yeah,
But-
she's teal. She does have lime green eyes, though. I did say that.
She got them curves.
She has lime green eyes in.
It's true.
Anyway. Anyway, Pyres, I asked all the questions I could. And he seemed rather desperate for it, actually.
Ah.
He didn't even have all the information. This is all the information that he had, but he wanted it really, really bad.
Delphi, do you have any inkling as to why?
No idea.
Why?
I do know that he cares about his city. So, as far as I can tell, he's scared of what has been occurring, and I don't know, maybe it's something he can use to help keep the city safe.
Or control it.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't exactly seem like that type of fella.
What does he look
Yeah.
like?
I told you I will not tell you any more information. That is confidential.
Confidential.
What if I
What a
guessed
big
his
word,
name?
Valfi.
If I guessed his name, would you tell me if I was right?
No!
Steve.
Can't blame a guy for trying.
Anyway, again, like your Dragonborn friend said earlier, it probably would be easier for me to be there along with you. But seeing as I just simply cannot take that chance, and I don't...
Is there any scenario where you would take that chance? Is there anything that we could do or that I could do to assure you that you would be safe? I can provide a safe place for us to sleep every night. We wouldn't be out in the open on the side of the road.
Unfortunately not. You see, your friend already burnt down this bridge, and I just gave you the very clear path of rebuilding it.
Okay.
My friend, you started the fire before I burnt the rest.
Do you two want to have a moment to discuss this? Do you need a mediator, or would you like me to leave you alone?
No, you stay in your seat.
Okay.
Frankly, sis, I don't understand what you mean by that. I don't understand what I could have possibly done to constitute what you did to me.
We don't
No
deal
word.
in children.
We've
Was the
escorted
one
plenty
and
of...
only no,
We've escorted plenty of children before you ran off.
not like that.
I was just following orders, Pyres.
Are you gonna follow orders for the rest of your life?
If it continues to give me the life that I have and that I enjoy and love, then yes.
Oh, you look real happy right now, Velfi. I'm happy. I've got a family. I've got a home. I've got a room. I've got friends who wouldn't question their moral standings for money.
Listen, Rest, I had a family before that night. I'm still questioning why I don't anymore. You never told me why you left. You never tried contacting me.
I figured you already knew what he was, why he was running, and you just didn't tell me.
I still don't have any clue about those things. I don't ask those questions. I'm just given assignments and orders and rules, and then I follow them.
Orders and rules and orders and rules, and you never ask questions. You never know where these orders are coming from. You never know why these orders are being told. You never know what's happening to anyone but yourself. All you know is that you're getting money from it.
Exactly. I'm not the one who needs to know.
That's not a person I want in my family.
Well, all right. I told you, do this one thing for me, and we're
If
even.
it'll
And
get
you
you out
never...
of my hair, I'll do it.
It will indeed. You never have to see me again.
Great.
But if you ever change your mind, I won't question it. I'll be there to help if you ever need it.
I didn't need it.
I never
Surreal
thought you did. I never thought you did need me, Pyres. I knew how strong you were from the beginning. I just wanted you to not be alone. I didn't want to be alone anymore.
People are meant to be alone sometimes.
And I learned that right well.
His name was Surreal, in case you were wondering. His father beat him daily, in case you were wondering. He ran away because his father was trying to kill him, in case you were wondering. That's where you were bringing that child back to. That's why he sobbed every night in the back of our carriage. Have fun sleeping. I'm gonna get up and walk towards the stairs and go join the rest of my party
Pyres, wait!
upstairs.
She tries to put out a hand. Do you stop or just keep walking?
I keep walking.
Well, that was intense.
Pyra's always a little intense. Like, you must know that. You've spent time with her.
And with that, we'll go ahead and cut up to the second floor of the tavern with the rest of you. So, jumping back just a few minutes, as Timber, you go rushing upstairs. Zoria, you help Renaer hobble up to the second floor. You two get upstairs far before Urbos, who is still waiting at the bottom of the stairs. So Timber, you are drawing a bath
Yes.
with your running water in the tavern. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I don't know how
Or
that
running
works.
hot water.
Running hot water in the tavern. It's fine. You know what? This is an advanced city. Advanced as fork.
Giant pot full of water, real quick, running.
We live in water deep. I feel like that constitutes enough.
You know she's got a point.
Plumbing.
You know she's got a point.
Yes, I'm going to just draw a bath, make sure, gather all the things you need for a bath,
Mhm.
find a change of clothes, towels, and everything.
Yep.
And then I'm going to, close the door with Zoria and Renaer in there, and I'm just going to be, in the hallway.
Delightful.
Just-
Let them take care of that.
Forget the bath salts. You forgot the bath salts.
Okay.
No.
Amazing.
Oh my god. Okay. Zoria, as after you two sort of get on the stairs, you hear Renaer sort of tired and raspy go, "It's really good to see you, Zoria."
Zoria is just kind of focusing on getting him upstairs and as far away from Velfie as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just kind of breathing a little heavily, it's really good to see you too. We've got to get you into the bath, and I've got to, I counting how many more spells she can cast tonight, and trying to strategize the best plan to get Renaer as well as possible, and not focusing on any one thing. She's so scatterbrained right now.
Mm-hmm. As you're sort of saying this, and you're just hobbling along, Renaer continues. So how long have you been in town?
30 minutes.
You came straight here, huh?
Yeah, of course. It's probably been more than 30 minutes. It's been at least an hour and a half, but still, straight here. Well, yeah, right after stopping at the neighbor's house to see if they had seen anything, which they hadn't, which was weird. Were you outside working on the You definitely weren't outside working on the tavern, right?
Well, let's see. 2 days ago, no, but then yesterday I was.
Like this?
No, not like this. That tiefling has a big bag of tricks, you know, and I'm fine.
No, you're not. Blood running down his head.
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
Listen.
What?
She could have killed me if she wanted to.
I know. Then she's not going to.
No, but I knew that from the start, really. Honestly, I kind of had all this coming.
No, wait, hold on. Let's backtrack. What do you mean?
I mean, I started it.
What did you do?
I attacked first. Because she scared me. I didn't think about asking. I could have handled it so much better.
It's okay. It's okay.
I've just been kind of on edge over the last 6 days or so.
6 days specifically? For what specific reason?
6 days ago was when the rifts happened.
Oh, okay.
It's been 6 days since that.
No sense of time.
Yep. Are you telling me you didn't see all those things when you were over there?
Never mind. Definitely did. That was a big thing. A lot has happened in the last, half week to week.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay, let's get you in the bath. And she's like hauling him.
Yeah.
Because Zoria has a bathroom off of her bedroom. So that's the one that she's planning on going to at least.
Okay.
And so just hauling him into the bathroom, flinging his legs into the tub one at a time.
And as soon as he's off the stairs and like walking around for a bit, he's holding himself up like you can definitely tell that like he's walking fine and he just has an arm around you.
Okay.
You can definitely tell after like you got to the bottom of the stairs, he started walking up the stairs just fine. Like you could definitely tell that most of the damage was cosmetic in his face, and he felt mostly okay.
Okay. Well, what? Did you get any of my letters?
I got one. Did you get any of mine?
No. None.
I guess over a lot of, water, it's probably not the best use of paper birds.
Well, mine got to you.
Well, you said letters. How many did you send?
2.
Oh, yeah, that's 50% success rate.
Exactly, right?
You only sent me 2 letters?
Listen.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
It's
Sorry, he was
fine.
ready to fight.
It's fine.
Okay.
So, I mean...
What?
How was Altera? I miss you. I miss you a lot.
I miss you too.
I miss you all. I
Alta-
kind of meant to say that to Timber and Urbos, but, we're in the bathroom now.
Yeah.
So... I'll
Urbos
tell
and
them
Timber
later.
standing directly
Just-
outside the door with the... We miss you too! Sorry, just kind of is starting to calm down, realizing that Renaer is not literally about to die any minute now. Just kind of say, Altera was a lot. You got some of my messages while you were there, so you have a vague idea of what was going down.
So you saved a kingdom, huh?
Yeah, that was exciting.
Sounds like it.
There was a crazy elf lady who wanted to make everyone immortal. Kind of like something that everyone was automatically included into, and then you had to opt out if you wanted to not be immortal, which I feel like is a really not
quite the right way to go
Exactly.
about it, maybe.
Yeah. it was a bad time, and then she just kept getting crazier the more you talked to her.
I see.
There were 3 others with her, but they were slightly less crazy. She was the primary crazy one, and everyone else was just kind of following her.
Right.
Then there was the prince who had been in a coma for a very long time.
All right. So while you're sort of explaining all of this
Yeah.
to Renaer, he is getting in the bath and is feeling very good about it. You know, nothing new there for Zoria and Renaer.
Go away.
It's about this point, Timber, as you're just
Leave
sort
him
of
alone.
waiting out in the hall, Urbos comes angrily stomping up the steps.
Hey, Erebos. How you doing? Renaer
Great,
will be
okay.
okay.
My arm kind of hurts. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's never. Let me rest after until I fix that hole.
The wall will be fine. It'll be okay.
Oh no, I felt a beam.
Timber, you look up and the ceiling is leaning. Ceiling is at a
Uh-oh.
slight angle.
I hope Liv might be able to take care of that, at least till morning.
Oh my god.
Lift
Lift just-
all night. Holding the ceiling up.
With his ghost muscles.
He's really the structure of this house.
The scene where Captain America is holding the helicopter.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Anyways, Erebos will summon his echo and stand it on both sides of the door. So we can defend.
I'm going to stand like away from the door of the bathroom, but also in a way where I can see the stairs, and I'm gonna pull out a piece of wood from my pocket and I'm gonna start.
All right.
I'm just gonna sit down and chill.
All right. After a few minutes, I mean, all of you upstairs, you hear the knock at the front door, and you just hear the continuing sort of murmurings on the first floor from the conversations that were being had. And then after a few more minutes, Urbos and Timber, you see Pyra come up the stairs.
I'm gonna love you guys, but walk right past you. Open that door straight away and go straight to the bathroom.
Into the bathroom, you hear Zori and Renaer in.
Where he's bathing. Duh,
Okay.
just walk straight in.
as you open the door, Renaer's like.
Blows out all the candles, you know.
Dumps the wine in the. Oh, hey, Pyra! It's good.
Holy
Pyra!
shit.
Hi.
You know, I've gotta say, Renaer, you're fucking tough.
Well, yeah, I know that.
How did you do that?
How did I do what?
Survive?
I mean, she could have killed me anytime she wanted to.
Yeah, very, very, very much could have killed you. Did you try to hit her first? Renaer, tell me everything. I'm just gonna sit
Well-
cross-legged next to the bath.
wait, quick question. Was the door ever closed?
No, I don't close
Definitely
it.
not. Oh my god, is this
Oh,
the
yeah.
episode of
Right in that
Friends?
bath.
Yeah, the episode of
The
Friends.
The episode of Friends where
everyone's in the
everyone is in the
bathroom.
bathroom around Chandler. Oh my god.
I just flung the door
Oh,
open
I
and
wish
sat
any
cross
of us
legged.
could draw and draw fan art of that.
We just watched that episode too.
We just watched that episode. Urbos and Timber, do you join in the bathroom?
Yes. Okay, I'll just have my echo and we just kind of like at the doorway, just kind of both looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch and listen from outside the door.
Okay.
Did you hit her first?
I did. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't die. I mean, she definitely pretty much killed me.
Yeah.
But then after she didn't, I knew I was fine. I knew I was safe. Unless you all tried to do something stupid, which I did account for.
Right?
I did not
either.
call Uroboros
I
being
wasn't-
the one to almost kill me, though.
Right.
I definitely thought it was going to be Pyra. Or
Right.
maybe
That's
Zoria, because Zoria's gotten angry before.
Listen,
Did you see
I've
how calm
considered
I
it.
was?
I'm very proud of you, Pyra. Really good
Thanks.
job.
Are you okay, by the way?
Oh, I'm fine. She definitely kept me weak so that, well, she could kill me at any time. That, you know.
Have you
I'm
ate?
gonna-
I know she
I'm gonna
has
pull
a thing
beef
with
jerky
food.
out of my pocket.
Yeah.
No.
Reaching around the corner.
No, I'm fine. She would I mean, it's honestly a little weird that she let me do this because Pyra, she's not like a... I mean, like, she's a bad guy, you know, but she's not like a bad guy.
I know. I know.
Does Renaer take the beef jerky? This is very important to me.
No,
Okay,
Renaer's fine. I mean, Renaer just sort of waved it away. He's like, no, like,
I'm gonna set her on top of his clothes.
She
What
kept
did
me
she say?
tied up for the entire... Well, she tried to ask me questions and I wouldn't answer them, so she tortured me.
Yes, as she does.
And she did get me to say that you weren't here, but that's really all I gave her. And then after she didn't kill me after that, I figured that she was keeping me around for a reason. So I wasn't that worried. And, like, during the day, she would kind of let me go about my day and just, you know, give me a double, just like a warning of the fact that she was there and she could kill me at any point.
Literally.
So
at
I
the
didn't
point.
run, I didn't ask for help or anything, and she just kind of let me exist here. And then at the end of each day, she tied me to the chair and roughed me up so that, you know, she had me ready as a
didn't forget.
bargaining. Yeah. And
Yeah.
she sort of had me at her mercy for whenever you all returned.
Dude.
So...
Wow. First of all, sorry. Really, really sorry.
By
This
the
is
way, she
all
didn't
me.
really tell me, who the fuck is this, Pyra? Could you just bring me up to speed now? I kind of told you what happened.
Okay, yeah. Now I'll kind of give the whole.
You just tell him the whole story. Just
Erbo sits crisscross applesauce, both him and his echo right at the door.
Oh my god.
Oh, technically my sister.
well,
With air quotations.
yeah.
Um.
Okay.
However, I'm gonna turn to the rest of everyone as well, minus Orlador, I guess.
Yeah.
And be like, we have to do this. I would love to say that we can outsmart her, or kill her, or do the same things that she's done to Renaer to her. But at the same time, I did hurt this person. And I'm aware that I hurt this person, and she is aware that she hurt me. But at one point, she was my family. And I'd do just about everything I could for her. The same I would you guys.
Zoria will
Wait,
reach
what am I doing?
into the bag of holding and pull out her amulet of proof against detection and location and put it over her neck really quickly. And then whisper really quietly.
Over Zor. It's attunement. You have to attune
Is
to
it?
it. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not.
What?
It's not attunement. There is no A next to it.
What?
Oh. You've
Wait,
been.
I thought that it was.
No.
The bamboozlement.
The bamboozlement.
And
And?
I could have.
Requires attunement.
What?
Requires attunement.
Then why is there no A next to it? Oh, because I'm not currently attuned. But wait, where does it say that it requires attunement? It doesn't.
Oh, no.
There it does.
Requires attunement. Yes, it does.
I wasn't.
I knew it. I knew it.
I was looking for that very.
Oh,
I
no.
was looking for that very specifically,
Yep.
and I
Sorry.
did not see it. Okay, never mind.
No. Like that's fine. That was really funny.
I will not do that, and I will put it back in the bag.
Just. Oh my god.
Never mind.
She pulls it out. Oh wait.
It won't work great.
It won't work. Damn.
Nice necklace.
Thank you. I stole it off of a guy in a coma.
Oh, don't put it on. Where were you gonna put it on? He was in a coma.
You were there.
Well, technically, you didn't take it until he was
I know,
awake.
He flung it off of himself
He
once he
literally
woke
threw
up
it
from
off
the
of
coma.
himself.
Do you not
Victoria
remember
is
this?
in a coma for the next 3
Yeah.
weeks because she put on the thing that
No.
puts someone in a coma.
No.
Anyway.
Okay, whatever you say. Anyway, I don't care. I'm gonna start talking a bit louder. I hope she fucking hears me.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm with my friends now. I feel a lot better.
But yeah, okay. So we are. I don't want to leave anyone here, especially.
We don't.
Especially not Renaer. No offense to anyone else in this group, but like, you know.
Wait. Renaer actually chimes in. Wait, I'm sorry. Were you gonna stay? Were you actually gonna take her on that offer and try and have one of you stay behind?
About
I mean,
that.
to be perfectly honest with you, I wasn't thinking that at all. Love you, but I know you're strong enough to handle it, and she's not gonna hurt you.
It's true. I think that. I mean,
What is-
she just seems like she's desperate and needs this. You know?
What if? Oh my gosh, what if? Okay. Hear me out. I'm gonna toss something back at her. It'll still be the whole deal, right? We still need income from this goddamn tavern. Let's not lie. I know I'm thinking about money in this tense situation right now, and I apologize. But what if we tell her that she can stay and keep her near, but the tavern has to be open. Liv has to continue to run the tavern. So does Renaer, and she can use the cover for a while as one of our barkeeps and continue to keep
Also,
our people
Are- are
in together.
our employees just not getting paid for this? Did they just lose
mean-
their jobs?
Well,
Basically,
no,
we really need to open this tavern up.
You guys think she did all this?
Well, no.
Did you close out my? Did you close out my tavern? Liv, have you talked to Liv? Have you written
What?
in the dust?
Pyra, have you seen the state of this tavern? This all happened 6 days ago. We haven't been open for the last 6 days.
Do you know when the perfect time for someone to drink is? After a tragedy.
Look, I've been working to try and get it back open. But I've also been
Tied to a chair. Yes, I know.
Well,
I apologize.
no, I have been for the last 3 days before that. I've been working with Leyrol and other Harpers through the thing that happened 6 days ago. So I haven't been able to give this my full attention, and I'm sorry. But I've been doing what I can with my free time to try and fix things up and get it back open as quickly as possible. And that just. But it can't be open in this state. There's no place for people to sit. There's pretty much all of the food and liquor and stock and everything is absolutely destroyed.
Just to be clear, though, it's
Sorry.
only been closed for the last 6 days.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
concerned that this had been going on longer and our employees had been without jobs
No,
for
and I
an
let
extended
them
period of time.
No, and I
We
let
gotta
them all
send
know
some
they're.
money.
Yeah.
I let them all know they're all safe. And what? Do you realize you're gonna need the money to fix this place up, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they need the money for their families. We'll get money.
Well, I mean,
don't
Martin
have
is
a job anymore.
Martin
We
is a
have job.
12-year-old boy.
Uh-huh.
Sam still lives with her elven parents, or elven parent, or whatever.
There's no shame in that.
No, Riva and Tarn, I'm pretty sure just found another job in the interim, but would love to come back. And
Well, if they found
uh,
another
He's
job,
12,
then I don't want
he's
them
12.
back. Just kidding.
what?
Why are we letting a 12-year-old work their bar?
He was the busboy.
He's the bus boy.
He didn't touch any alcohol. Well, that we know of.
Everyone else just
Yes,
turned
that's
like one
true.
point of like morality in terms of alcoholism. We should
When did you start
talk about who we hire.
I started drinking at 12. Did you guys not start drinking at 12? Was that
Eh,
not
No!
your families? Yeah, see? Renaer, thank you.
Yeah, 12, 13.
My dad gave me a big tankard on my 12th birthday.
Well, I mean, I wasn't like allowed to drink, but you know, my family's
Oh.
pretty shitty, so
We're
I just kind of
alcoholics.
started. Listen, I'm not an I can stop anytime I want, all right?
No, not you.
Oh,
Okay, the fact that
good.
you were just so defensive about that,
Okay.
maybe we do need to have a conversation.
I do.
I was talking about my father.
I do realize I've always known that I have a great family and like a great upbringing. Am I the only person here with a healthy family upbringing?
I mean, mine wasn't really
Hey,
technically my
hey.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Boss, what the hell?
so pure.
I
his
started
That's
drinking
family.
true.
watermelon water deep. Water deep changes people.
You know, I might have been the first person that stuck a drink in your hand, or one of the first people.
Well,
Yeah, bro.
while
Anyway,
this
this doesn't matter right now.
while this conversation is happening, let's go ahead and cut back downstairs.
Yes,
Orladar, you are still sitting in the booth on the other side of Velfi, as Pyra sort of storms away.
Pyra echoing from upstairs. I hope she fucking hears me.
Yeah, there's a point during this conversation where you both hear that and she's, what? Well, I was hoping to give these to her, but
I'm gonna turn on the fan. I'm melting.
I guess some buttons were pushed. Orladar, I do very much still care for Pyres. I don't want her risking her life. And the rest of you, you all seem like fine kids. And since I just can't go with you all, I think there is some things I can lend you to show that I want to give my aid and help you all accomplish this task safely.
Be much appreciated.
And I wanted to be very, very clear. You will give all of these back when you return with the item, and like I said before, anything else that you all come across while snooping about. And as she says that, she sort of reaches over, reaches into like into like an inside pocket of the dark cloak that she's wearing, and she pulls out this pink, this sort of bright pastel pink gemstone that's cut into a rhomboid shape. And she says, "Now this little thing is quite tricksy. Extremely fun." She twirls it around in her fingers a little bit and then flicks it up into the air like a coin, and goes.
Mm-hmm.
And as it arcs back down about a foot above her head, it stops and floats in midair. And as it does, you see sort of a faint flash of a pink light from the center of the gemstone. And as you see that flash, you see this sort of shimmering outline around Velfi's form start to just shimmer for a second and then fade out. And as it fades out, the gemstone just starts rotating above her head, a foot and a half above her head, just sort of like gyroscopically twirling. She looks up and says, "This little toy is known as an iron stone. Now there are many breeds of such, but this one helps toughen up your skin. helps you take a little more damage before you start to feel it. But you have to be careful when it's activated like this, because anyone at all can just come along and she snatches it out of the air. And as her fingers hit it, you see the sort of pink outline start to shimmer around her, and then sort of shatters and then fades into the air, and the light from the center of the gemstone fades. She puts it on the table and slides it across. This next one, she holds up she holds up her fingers where you can see this double-fingered golden ring with fine runes etched into it. She takes it off and she says, "This can help spellcasters maximize on their capabilities. Any spellcaster at all can cast up to a certain amount of arcane energy within this ring, and whoever is wearing it and has the connection with it can then release those spells at a later date.
Interesting.
This is a ring of spell storing." And she sort of like sets it down on the table next to the pink gemstone.
Does that require attunement?
Yes. 3 of these 4 things do. The last one doesn't.
Okay.
And she says, "And as an extra little gift with this ring, it already has a haste spell, a shield spell, and there's a disguise self spell held with it."
Nice.
Now, and she puts a hand up to her chest where you can see the golden chain, sort of red gemstone necklace that she's wearing. She puts a hand over the end of it and sort of takes a second. "Now, if you steal any of these things from me, I'll be rather pissed. I might find a way to seek a small bit of retribution down the road, but if you never want to see my face again, you won't. But this, if you steal this, then all bets are off." And she takes it off of her neck, and she holds out a hand and sets it down onto the table, just further down the line next to the ring. "This is a Periat." Uh-oh.
Yeah. I think it's my speaker.
Just
Did it
wait.
even sound okay to everybody else?
Hello?
Mhm.
What?
I mean, I'm in the same room as him. My opinion.
Can you
doesn't
still hear
count,
me, Ruthie?
Yes, but my audio's been really distorted.
Oh, no.
Nothing's been bad on my side.
Okay. I'm not really sure what that threat was, but don't worry. I'm not going to steal anything. I'm not a rogue.
She said that if you steal this, then all bets are off, is what she said.
Okay. Well, it's pretty, and I
And-
would like to wear it.
In terms of the deal that you never will see her face again. And she says, "This is a Periat of wound closure."
Oh, that's cool.
What of wound closure?
A Periat. So whoever is wearing this has a sort of second line of defense against death.
Is that like a necklace, an amulet?
Yep, it's a necklace.
Red stone, gold
Uno
chain.
reverse card.
Yeah, sort of like a red gemstone, and you can see now it's sort of like three red gemstones being cupped in a pair of golden hands. If you want to go ahead and add it to your inventory on D&D Beyond, you can see what it looks like.
Be excited about that one.
Oh, yay!
I'm excited because I'm made of glass.
And then
Sounds like it might save my life.
and then Velfie says, "Now for the last thing. This one is quite fun." She grabs the side of her cloak and throws it up, and then there's just a poof of deep purple smoke all around you, Orladar, and you just can't see anything. And you're like, you wave the smoke away, and Velfi is no longer sitting in front of you. You hear a, and Velfi steps through the front door, closes it behind her, and locks it. As she steps up to the table, she unhooks the cloak and throws it down on the and sort of throws it down on the table. I just didn't want any of you to be able to use its benefits for the night. Try and pull one over on me.
Works once a day? One
Yes.
charge a day?
Once a day. This is a cape of the Montebank. And Orladar, one other thing is, as this sort of burst of smoke came around you, you were just overwhelmed by the smell of brimstone and coal, and you were like, you had to cough a little bit. And now looking, there's probably a few candles lit after everyone else went upstairs, and this conversation started taking place. And you noticed that the dark cloak wasn't actually black; it was a deep purple color. But after she did that and stepped back through and threw the cloak down, you can now see that it is completely black. It is a completely black cloak.
Perfect. And so it, besides the totally sweet smoke effect, it basically just dimension doors you 100.
Yeah, you can use it. You can use it once a day to cast the dimension door spell.
Okay.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah, no, and it's just the dimension door spell, so it's within 500 feet of anywhere you can
500.
see or that you know.
Right.
That's crazy.
One charge per day.
If I'm gonna
And
be
was
here,
that-
if I'm gonna be here babysitting one of you, then I won't have to. Then I won't really have the need of these. Put them to good use. Let them keep
Oh.
you safe. Let them
Okay.
show you that I am here to help.
Well,
on this
Velfi,
mission.
Can we discuss a little bit how you're going to be spending your time while you're here with Renaer? This tavern is our primary source of income, and it is a place of work for our whole community.
God, I
Are
love
you about to
Orladar.
start a GoFundMe?
I love Orladar. We think the same.
Would you be willing to either allow Renaer to bring in our employees to help restore the tavern, or help him even? And we will fund that. We've got funds from the last big mission that we did, that we can tap into to restore the tavern and start serving people again. And you could stay here in chambers. I have a very nice room upstairs.
I see.
And you could act as a security / help lift tend bar. I don't know, but the damage to not just physical spaces, but the morale of our community because of these rifts and these monsters and these things that are happening. I think that it would really help our neighborhood if people just like that city guard that stopped in tonight when I asked him to check on us. It would be really nice if people like that had a place to go after work and, have a drink and get some good food. And so if we aren't going to be here to make that right and make that happen, if we're going to go on this dangerous mission for you, perhaps you could help Renaer get our tavern back up and running.
Well, it's cute that you think that I would do such handiwork like that, especially for
Listen,
somewhere
I
that
just
I
need
have
you
no sway in.
I just need you to allow it to happen, and perhaps just keep a protective protective
course.
eye on things.
Your pretty boy hasn't been strapped to that chair the entire 3 days I've been here.
Oh, well, that's
I've let
good.
him work on things.
He is pretty.
He just needed to know that I was here.
Well, that's fair. And I... May I ask you a personal question?
You can ask, but I don't have to answer.
Well, that is true. Answer if you will, or tell me to go fuck myself if you won't. I don't care. But was your relationship with Pyra one of platonic sibling care or something deeper and more romantic?
Why the fuck would I call a romantic partner sister?
Listen, I don't know what floats your boat, and I don't judge those things.
I might be judging you.
You know, I'm a dragonborn. A lot of people judge me. So.
I mean, I don't have any problem with the Dragonborns. I have a couple of friends who are Dragonborns.
Yeah.
But, you know what? Just take these things up to your... You know what? Just get back in the chair. Your friends can get these in the morning before you head out.
I was gonna see if you wanted to come upstairs and rest.
No. We'll be
To my
resting
chamber.
down here,
Be in the
sir.
bed. Okay. I go back.
Sir?
Maybe I shouldn't have let you out of the chair in the first place.
I told you.
Walk back to the chair.
You are
Start
quite
seeing-
compliant, though.
I can be
All
a lot
right.
of fun.
She just sort of waves her hand in the air, and you feel the rope tie itself.
I just look at her and say, "How you doing?"
A gag floats toward your mouth and gets tightly put around.
I told you Velpy was gonna gag you, but this. Did I not? Did I not?
What
say
if Orladar
so?
All right,
wanted
well.
to
Gag
gag?
you.
As the downstairs portion of the tavern comes to a close for the night.
Now he's
Upstairs,
humming.
what?
Orladar's just humming.
Oh,
with the
God.
gag in his mouth.
Okay. So the rest of you upstairs in the tavern, crowded around Renaer bathing. Is there anything else you all would like to do, or any more conversations you would like to have before you all bed down for a rest? Now that it is about 3 in the morning, starting to push 4.
Zoria's kind of just looking at everyone like,
I just. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
now after all of that everything that happens.
no,
or is
she
it- wait a
had
second.
the conversation first, and then she realizes, oh
Wait a
wait, this
second.
is 100% not normal.
Pyra's gonna go to her room and get what remains she has of a blanket and pillow and start walking down the stairs towards Orladar.
Cuddle up with a possum.
Before we all disperse, do we really want Velpy to be barkeep? She doesn't seem very hospitable. I don't know if we want Velpy.
She might not be hospitable, but she can make a drink. Can it?
Renaer, I don't
I
think
think she can
Velpy
also
would
threaten
be a
people.
barkeep.
All I'm saying, her drinks get me fucked up.
Then is
all I'm
Velpy
saying.
morally the right choice to choose as the barkeep?
Oh, never.
I don't know if I agree with her ethics.
What? That makes all of
Velpy
us.
poured
Literally all
8
of us.
liquors
Literally
into
everyone.
one glass.
Oh my god, there was this thing I saw on TikTok the other day.
Oh my
Sorry,
God,
total
okay.
departure.
Okay, so
Total departure, but it was a drink made with literally all liquors, and it
That
apparently
sounds
tasted
awful.
like Listerine. Okay, continue.
Wow.
which that makes sense,
Yeah.
considering Listerine is alcohol. But is there anything else? Is there anything else in particular you all would like to do or say, or do you all bed down to rest for the evening? Pyra,
Well,
you say you go back downstairs.
Yeah, I want to go back downstairs.
Okay. As you walk down the stairs, You see that Orladar is now tied and gagged and underneath the noose.
I'm just gonna chuckle to myself a bit and then
Just-
look at Buffy.
Yeah, that tracks.
You probably excited him more than you hurt him. I'm just gonna go and lay there. Start laying down.
Ress, he asked me if we were platonic or romantic partners in the past. After I called you sister in front of him.
He flirts with literally everything.
Right, but that doesn't really... how is that flirting?
Just to make sure that we weren't something.
It was a really weird way to ask.
Yeah, for the talker he is. Sometimes the words just don't come out the way they're supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. So you're gonna sleep
I'm
down
sure
here with
he's
us then?
Enjoying himself, yes. I'm just gonna go lay down next to Orladar.
Alright. She sort of just lays down in the booth, so just her back against the wall, and just crosses her arms. I can't do it because of my earbuds.
Oh my gosh.
Just sort of crosses her arms.
I've seen a man pee in that booth. I hope you can smell it. I'm just gonna turn over and go to bed.
After you turn over, you hear some rustling. You peek behind, she's in a different booth. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait.
What? What?
Haha.
Oh,
You
no.
hear an arcane whirl, and she's still in the same booth.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Okay, so the rest of you upstairs.
Yes.
The question I already asked twice.
Yes.
So is everyone else still in the bathroom? Just to be clear.
Erebos and Timber
Yes.
not leaving? Okay.
Okay.
Erebos will actually go downstairs, avoid any he will not acknowledge Buffy's presence, and just go downstairs to his hold on.
There's a spot next to me for both if you'd like to lay down.
Oh, thank you. Good. Just make
Wait.
sure everything is in place and nothing was moved.
Where are you going, Erebos?
Down to the basement.
Downstairs.
Oh, down to the basement. I see. Okay.
My
Down to your room.
man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Erebos. Actually, the basement looks pretty much untouched. Yeah.
You
My
lucky
mess
son of a
away.
bitch.
Is my mess as messy as I left it?
It is exactly as messy as you left it. No more, no less.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Okay. Timber, Zoria?
Before I leave the bathroom, I'm just gonna look at Renaer and then look at the beef jerky and look back a few times. Feel like that'll revitalize you.
I feel...
Good night.
Okay, thank you, Timber. It's good to see you. I didn't
Good to
actually
see you
say
too,
that
Renaer.
while everyone else was in here. I've missed you guys. He reaches over and grabs the jerky. It's pretty good.
Bath jerky. Yes.
Good to see you alive. Good night. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Zoria will push the door closed and lock it as Timber exits the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, then.
That... Wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I.
Cool.
This is really good jerky. Where did you guys get this?
I don't... Oh! Meats and Treats!
It's an interesting name.
It's a great little shop in Altera.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got meats and it's got treats. It's owned by a husband and wife. One
Alright.
bakes, one is a butcher. It's delightful.
Cool.
But yes.
Alright.
Yeah. So, where were we? A lot just happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than, you know, the whole being held hostage thing, how's the last like month and a half been? I haven't really heard from you much because you
Yeah.
know your letters didn't reach me.
Well, the tavern's been doing pretty good up until about 6 days ago. I've been pretty busy, like I said earlier, with the Harpers, and Layrall sort of calling on me for a couple of favors and some help. Yeah,
Yeah,
your parents are cool. They seem to like me.
good.
Your dad is a badass.
Yeah, he's
and
pretty
your
cool.
mom.
Yeah.
She makes like bombs and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Zoria pulls a vial of acid out of her bag. She taught me how to make this.
Okay, please keep that away from the water.
It's corked.
Okay. Listen, I'm just saying, you're not the least clumsy person I've ever met.
Okay, it's fine. I won't show
What?
you.
Come on.
I may be a tiny bit of a klutz, but
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't hold acid next to me while I'm in a bathtub. Like, just saying.
I suppose that may be reasonable in your current state.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, any exciting developments in the events of Waterdeep other than, you know, the rifts and stuff? I don't know what to ask even. I've been gone for a very long time. I don't know what's happening.
Not much has changed except for the whole 6 days ago thing.
Okay.
Yeah, not much has changed. I've just been working with the employees here. Missing you.
Missing you. Let me see here. I'm gonna pause in game for just a moment.
Okay.
While I scroll through my inventory because I feel like I had something that I meant to give to Renaer, but I can't remember. So please hold, please hold, please hold. I thought I had something. No, I don't think I got that in Altera. It's been so long. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my, no, never mind. I'm not going to do that yet. So, I don't even know what to, I don't know what to do right now because as I am right now, I can't think of any way that I could possibly leave you with Belfi.
Yeah. I know.
And I don't. I mean, my first instinct is to stay and let you go, but then.
Sorry, they would literally die without you.
I know. But
I can't imagine any one of you staying for me. You all are so perfect together. If any one of you were to not be with the rest, I feel like.
But you're a part of the team.
I know that too. But I also know I can't do nearly as much as you all.
What do you mean? Obviously.
Well, okay, I can do a good bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, Erebos is better with a sword than me. Timber can hit really, really fast. You and Orladar with your magic, you all need to be with each other. And listen, like you just said, I can keep myself safe. the most part. Listen, Zoria, I know we've been apart for over a month now,
Yeah.
and it hurts.
Yeah.
I miss you a lot. But I will tell you, she could definitely kill me. She could probably kill all of us. She is extremely talented and extremely crafty, and I think the best way around this is to just do it. I mean, you literally just told me how you all just saved an entire kingdom from people who were a lot older than you.
Yeah.
You all are so amazing. Maybe the next one I'll be able to come on, but I think the best way to keep me safe and to keep the tavern safe and to just get this Velfie person out of the picture is, unfortunately, to listen to her.
Yeah. You're probably right.
But hey, and he reaches out and he grabs your hand and he says, let's take tonight. Let's have tonight together. And then you all will go do this lickety-split and be back home.
I hope so.
I believe in you. And he leans in to give you a kiss.
And she leans in and gives him a kiss.
And then after sort of is very like a tender kiss and everything, he pulls you into the bath.
I'm wearing clothes!
He pulls you into... Do you resist, is the question.
Roll a dexterity check.
What is it called? Acrobatics or athletics, you choose. Contested is the word I was looking for.
Athletics, then.
Son of a
because
fork.
Oh no.
Son of a fork. It's terrible.
18!
Damn it! He rolled a 17. He, so like you almost fall in and you push back and he was like, oh, come on.
Zoria kinda, like, regains her stability. And then she just jumps in the bed.
Alright.
Okay, fine.
Those of you on the first floor, there's some water trickling. You hear a loud splash and some giggles.
Yeah, who would have known?
Pyra just covers.
Pyra, across the tavern, you see Velfie push up her hood and go,
We're
Orla
literally,
Dark
I am
just
fully
smiles.
clothed!
Yeah, God.
But with that, Zori and Renaer do what they do, and the rest of you find
do what they do.
What do they do?
What do
that's
they do, Zoria?
that's up to Zoria to decide.
What do they do?
DM, I think I feel like it would be withholding from the store.
So
I'm not saying I need a play-by-play. I'm just saying I need the general.
Oh my god. If you must.
Don't want to get no. Don't want to get demonetized.
Oh, okay. All right. No DMs chat now. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Okay, in terms of baseball,
What base?
was there a victory?
What base
Oh my
did you
god.
make it to?
Oh my god. Was there a victory?
Like, this is last inning, and
Oh,
you have
oh
to,
my
you know,
dear
Victory is called a
god.
home run, my friend.
Victory is called a home
Victory.
run.
Well, anyway. If there is nothing left to attend to, Zoria, where's the bag of holding?
On my person?
While you sleep?
Yeah. Belfie's in the
Into
house.
Okay.
bathtub.
Okay. Just needed to know.
Hell yeah, Zoria.
But yes. Zoria keeps the bag of holding on her person at all times.
All times?
All times!
Oh,
Airboss does not want to touch the bag of holding, including Megan.
God. I
Okay.
love you guys.
Oh my god.
I miss you.
I miss you guys.
Okay.
My
So,
cheeks hurt.
you all rest for the last few hours of this evening. You all wake up a little later into the day, but morning does find you all. You all awaken, and Shield of the Coast. What do you all do?
Coffee.
You're strapped to a chair.
Coffee.
I know.
You're strapped to a chair.
Oh, I'm sorry.
As you're saying that, you smell the hot bubbling coffee as it is poured into cups for you all from an invisible nature.
God, I fucking miss the lift. I
Yeah.
miss them so much.
Thank you.
You do see a cup actually floats over to Velfie too, and she sort of cocks an eyebrow at it, says, "That is a neat trick. I'll give you that."
Not a trick.
I'm
Is it
sorry.
like a shaking? Is it
That's
shaking?
not a trick. No, Lift is a badass. Lift wouldn't shake all the way up there.
But do you all reconvene down in the tap room?
Yes.
You do. Orladar still strapped to the chair. Velfie standing next to him. And as you all come down, get your coffees floated into your hands. The gag sort of just comes off of Orladar's mouth.
Thanks, Felfie. Sorry I offended you.
You didn't offend me per se. You did freak me right out. Anyway,
Also, Orladar, now that you can speak, didn't I mention at one point that we were close to siblings?
Listen, I didn't want to hit on her if there was something else between us.
You hit on everything else, literally everything else.
Only people of age?
True.
all right.
Plurals.
Can I have a hand to drink my coffee now?
It's just floating in front of you and sort of giving you sips.
I'm gonna go untie Orladar's hands.
As you try that, Velfie puts up a hand and she says, "So who's staying with?" And as soon as she says that, Renaer just steps forward and he says, "Let him go. I'll get back in the chair." Before anybody else can react.
Okay. Can we... Velfie, do you
Yeah.
remember what we talked about last night? With the tavern? Can we all discuss that together now that we're all in one place? I
Of
don't really
course.
think you need to keep Renaer tied up, but he's going
Oh
to
no,
stay.
I don't. He's going to stay here. He can definitely continue to work. I'll even let him contact your employees if you want. Orladar
Excellent.
mentioned that. He's been able to work on the tavern the last 3 days. I just needed for him and you all to know that I had him at any time I wanted.
Right.
Yes, and now that we know that, and now that we are aware that he is here, there's no need to beat him senseless every night for
Exactly.
a show in case we show up.
Exactly,
if
that's
I
all
come
that was.
back- If I come back and he is hurt, you're going to regret it.
Seconded. But more.
She's actually crazy.
She holds out a hand to you, Pyra.
Zoria looks at her with her pupilless, irisless eyes very wide.
I'll reach out my hand.
She grabs your hand and sort of gives you a firm shake, but then she pulls you in. And she says, "That's a deal. Now let's go over specifically the terms of this mission you all are going on. It should take you all about..." and as she is saying this, the restraints are getting untied behind your back, Orladar. And then the noose sort of gets thrown off of your neck. And after you step down, Renaer just steps up into the chair, sits back, and just goes like this. Just like... she brings you all over to a table where she puts down the map that she has sort of drawn the two locations on. And she says, "Should take you about 3 days' ride to get up to the Sword Mountains in Neverwinter Wood, if you travel light enough. So I'll give you all 8 days to be back. 3 days there, 1 to search for and find the artifact, another to search for and potentially find any of my party members. 3 days back."
Velfi, do you even want us to find this artifact? You
Because
give us one day to look for it?
In
Who
all
do you
of that
think we
area,
are?
so you don't even know where it is. You can't even tell us what cave to walk into.
Exactly.
We need more than a day.
That's the time I was given.
So
You
give
are
us more,
very,
because obviously your time
very
wasn't
bad
enough.
deal.
We never got there, little lady. Did you not listen to anything I said the other night?
Oh, I listened, but obviously it still wasn't enough time. If it was that difficult to get there, obviously it's gonna take more
It wasn't
time.
difficult to get there. I don't understand
The
what you're
rifts.
saying.
Listen, all I'm
They
saying.
got there. The rifts happened.
I
She
know.
fell through the rifts.
Who says that more
I
rifts aren't
believe
gonna
you.
happen?
I believe
That's all
in
I'm
you
saying.
Well, all right. I'll add in a little asterisk. If there's another event like that, I'll give you a leeway.
Perfect. I appreciate that. I truly do.
I know who's not going to appreciate just 1 day of looking for them. Your troop. But sure, if you only want to give us 1 day to find the rest of your people, I'll bring back one of them.
You
Maybe.
don't- Listen, I don't know if any of them are still alive or even there if they would be. All you need to find is answers. If you see tracks or evidence that any of them left that general area, just tell me and I'll know. That's all I'm asking. That's not the main part. Take 2 days to search for the artifact, for all I care.
Seems implausible to try and find a transparent cube that can fit in the palm of your hand in 2 days in the entire Sword Mountains.
Agreed.
It seems almost like you're sending us into a trap, Velfi. Like you don't even want us to come back.
Oh, I want you to come back, all right.
If it means anything to the rest of you, I believe her.
Okay.
And listen, little Miss Angel person, you
Zoria
have
makes
sending.
the crazy eyes again.
We can communicate. If you need more time, if you can't find it, just let me know.
Can I insight check her?
Go ahead and make an insight check. What are you looking for in this? What are you trying to infer?
Basically, if I'm trying to figure out if she genuinely thinks that it'll be easy enough to do in the time that she's giving us, or if she's rushing us, it feels like, or if
Mhm.
she genuinely doesn't want us to come back for some reason. Like, yeah, just,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. Insight 25.
25? Jesus.
I rolled a 17 and I have +8.
Yeah, Jesus. She seems pretty. I mean, she seems on the level. She doesn't. She's not trying to sort of dance around her words, or anything. And she sounded pretty confident. Sounded pretty confident for the 1 day time frame once you get up to the mountains.
Okay.
She also, you could tell that she was definitely telling the truth when she said she was given like 1 day to search the mountains for it, for this sort of artifact.
Okay.
We have some business we need to attend to before we can do this. Before we leave town.
And go ahead and attend to that business quickly then, because your day starts now.
Yeah, we need to go get some funds. Renaer, Velfi has said that she is willing to let you and our staff work on getting the tavern fixed, repaired, and open so that we can start serving the community. We're going to go withdraw some funds from our account, our banking account, to that. And can you please get a hold of the
Orladar, I can
Yes.
definitely do that. And he sort of like makes a side eye at Velfi, who is like sort of grimacing and sort of just like staring at Orladar with a little bit of an angry tone. And Renaer says, "Maybe the funds part can wait for you all to get back. Believe me, we're not going to need any gold in the few days. It's mostly just going to be cleaning up. And if I'm wrong, I can use my own money. If Velfi here will let me go retrieve it."
Okay.
Okay.
Velfi looks over and she says, "Smart boy. You should listen to your friend."
We need to pay back the bold venture.
She rolls up the map and holds it out to just sort of generally to any one of you.
I take it.
Thank you, Pyra.
All right. I assume you probably need to go acquire some mounts as well. Do you have climbing gear? Sounds like you have a couple of extra errands to attend to before you can head out.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, be quick. See you in about a week.
Can I have 5 minutes to say bye?
Sure, it's your time you're wasting.
Okay, I'll take it. And I'll kind of pull Renaer aside and hopefully to a place that's semi out of earshot. And I'll whisper very quietly, just say, "We'll be back as fast as we can. I know you know that, but still. If shit goes sideways, don't forget, my parents can wreck shit. If you need them to."
I know.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
Okay.
He sort of, I mean, he just like pulls you close and he touches his forehead to yours, and he says, "I know you'll all be able to do this.
Okay.
You all can wreck shit as well. I'll do everything I can for the tavern.
Okay.
Just get back safe. And then this crazy-eyed psycho can be out of our hair." Alright. He gives you a kiss.
Kiss him back. And Zori kind of just shakes it off and walks straight out the door. Does not turn around.
Orladar
Oh.
grabs the items that Velfi gave last night. And
Interesting point, Orladar. There are no
I
what?
just remembered something that I wanted to do last night, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Mine.
Orladar and all the rest of you, actually, you notice that this morning, as you come down, Velfi is no longer wearing a cloak. You no longer see her chain around her neck or the golden ring on her finger. And Orladar, you do not see the items anywhere.
Oh.
She is just wearing the skin tight leather jumpsuit.
What items?
You're already out the door.
Shit.
Elfie, did you have those items? Those 4 items you wanted us to take?
You all have them.
We all have them?
Yes.
Stick my hand
Okay.
in my pocket real quick, just out of fear.
You only have in there what you have put there.
Okay.
Do I have rings on?
To tap my pockets.
Am I wearing a
Listen, I
necklace?
noticed that your
Do I
friend
have
had a bag of
anything?
holding. She just walked out the door with him.
How did you get into the bath?
She wasn't in the bath in the middle of the night.
Creepy lady.
Listen, everybody was already asleep. I figured I'd just slip them into your carrying case.
It was on my person.
That's why I asked.
You didn't have me make a perception check.
No, because you were asleep. So it was your passive perception.
I'm just gonna hold the door open.
Goodbye.
Anyway. Goodbye, Shield of the Coast. And good
I'll
luck.
give Renaer a hug as I walk past him.
Renaer gives you a hug. He sort of pulls you in with both arms. And he says, "Keep Zoria safe. I know she'll keep you all."
And you keep yourself safe.
I will.
Air bows will stick like the knuckles out.
He gives you a fist bump.
Just nod at him, and when he gets to Pyra, he puts his hand on his shoulder, not looking at Pyra. I trust her. Walk up.
Wait, was that Renaer or Pyra?
To Pyra specifically.
Okay.
When she said I personally trust her,
Okay.
Pyra's worked hard.
Okay.
Before I leave, I'm gonna reach into my pocket, and I'm gonna go up to Renaer. I'm gonna pull out. I've carved a little tiny wooden figurine, and it looks like Zoria with her wings out. And I'm gonna say,
So this?
yeah, a little bit, but like it's made of wood, and it's
Yeah.
it's kind of crude. I'm gonna say to Renaer, so you remember that Zoria's always thinking about you and looking out for you. And I'm gonna say,
yeah, he takes it.
no, I'm gonna say, Liv, can you hold on to this and keep it safe for me? Within sight, please.
And it just sits right in the center of the bar. he just looks at it. Thank you, Timber. And he pulls you in for a big hug. Gives you a big hug.
Double pat on the back,
Oh.
separate.
Yup, just pop. All right.
I'll walk out the door.
So, Shield of the Coast. As you all exit your tavern, where do you head to first?
Zoria is heading straight to the nearest place that she knows we can get climbing stuff and mounts.
Yep. So it's easy enough to find a general store and a livery there in the city.
Oh my god, what are we gonna name our mounts this time? Also, I think we should all have our own horse.
Yeah.
We're getting horses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Velfi said that it was a 3 days ride if you travel light. So climbing gear for sort of like all the necessary stuff for the 5 of you. I'll say 10 gold a piece for like all the necessary
Okay.
like pythons, harnesses, sort of pickaxes, all that stuff. So go
Hold
ahead
on.
and do 10 gold.
Okay.
10 gold for each of you.
I'm assuming it's just a climber's kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't even realize it was there.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
Well, okay, and how much does it say it's...
It's 10 gold. It says 25.
All right. Okay, you know what? 25 gold apiece.
Okay.
Oh. Ah!
Okay. So 25 gold apiece for that, and then if you all head into one of the many liveries there, they sell horses, draft horses, and then also small carts and full carriages. But carts and carriages extremely slow your pace. So a riding horse is which is your just basic mount, quickest speed is 75 gold for a purchase.
It's way cheaper than I was expecting.
75 gold for a riding horse, 50 gold for a draft horse, 100 gold for a small cart, which requires 2 riding horses or 1 draft horse, and it halves the mount speed, or a full-on carriage, and then a full-on carriage is 500 gold, which requires 4 riding horses or 2 draft horses, and the movement is a quarter of the mount speed.
Should we all just get our own horses? Can we afford that?
Yeah.
I think we can.
Okay, yeah.
DM, is there a weight limit recommended for the kind of horse that you take, depending on your size?
I think, yes.
It's usually up to 250 pounds on a regular riding horse, I think.
I think that so all of you should be able to ride a regular riding horse for the full day. Orlidar and Urbos would be the only ones who might push it a little bit. Maybe their horse might get a little bit more tired quickly, but they should be able to carry you. Neither of you are super oversized, like Goliath or anything.
And I can always put extra heavy equipment in the bag.
That's true. You can
To
put heavier equipment. Okay, so that's going to be 100 gold for each of you for your own climbing kit and a riding horse.
Okay.
Right.
If that is all you are purchasing.
100 total, or
100 for
Riding.
each.
For what?
100 gold each. Because it's 7.
thought-
So
You said-
500 gold.
Oh, for each
For each person.
individual of
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
Because climbing gear was 25 and a riding
And
horse is 75.
75,
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
And then we
So
need to get the money to Aloysius for.
Yeah,
I also
we
Oh,
need to go
him.
down to the docks.
I also just want to inform you that there is a section where you can add a mount to your
Oh, it's true.
character sheet.
Yes.
So if you go to your extras tab and hit the manage extras, and then there's a drop down menu that you can select mount from, and then you can search horse.
It's true.
Just want to let you know because that's
Okay.
exactly what I'm doing right now.
So you all purchased your own horse then?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
And then where are you going next?
Really quickly, can I ask what kind of horses they have, like pattern and coat wise?
There is
Yeah,
a
what horse did I get?
there's a what horse do you want?
Oh, I want a pretty horse.
Okay.
All black. All black.
All right, there's an all black Mustang that Pyra gets. I don't know, tell me which horses you pick out.
A white
Oh.
Palomino with red spots.
Okay.
Sold.
Like a dapple gray mare, like it's got like gray and white like dots, and it's like kind of camouflaged.
Erebos just wants to find a horse that has the same color eyes and same color gray on the horse.
Okay. Does Orladar just buy one?
A buck with a black mane.
Okay.
A buck?
Like a
Mustang? Stallion?
I don't know, like the same color as Mochi.
Okay.
Okay.
If there's a black horse that looks like Soria's, I would take that one. That also had red spots.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. Nice.
Sure. They have them.
Yeah, they better.
Heck yeah. Zoria names hers Freckles.
Okay.
Mayhem. I'm writing that down so I don't ever forget.
Yeah.
You can
All right.
also name your mount in the
In D&D
extras tab.
Beyond.
I love
Yeah.
you.
Love you.
Okay. So then you all go down to the dock ward.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If you go down there, also have any of you stopped anywhere to pull out any more money, or did you get any of your money out of the tavern's funds that were there?
We should probably do that.
How much gold do we need for this trip, do you think?
I said Palomino and I meant Appaloosa. And
Okay.
I'm very sorry about that.
Oh my god. How dare you?
Well, I didn't Google my horse, but I have a picture in my mind.
I realized
And
it
I-
when I Googled it. It was so incorrect.
We've got
Mhm.
44,000 in the bank, and we probably need to take out 1,000 for Aloysius, 500 for these horses and supplies, and maybe an extra 500 just so we have a little bit with us if we need to do any bargaining on this trip or bribing.
I have like 500 gold on my person right now.
I have
Like,
Well,
I did
then-
not. Yeah. I think I'm fine.
I should
I have.
What?
I have
What's Zoria?
700
What are you
gold
doing on your phone?
pieces.
I'm finding a picture of Freckles. I'm listening.
I see.
But I probably need to top up my personal supply a little bit.
I think I would top up 300 more, get to 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah,
I have
Orladar
roughly
needs,
200.
Orladar needs to purchase a few diamonds.
Okay.
For stuff.
How
Mhm.
much do I have? in
Gonna be
diamonds right
important.
now? I know
I would
have
also
quite a
stop
bit.
at a bookshop before we leave town.
And a what?
A bookshop?
Okay. There's
Is-
Bookworm's treasure on your in your alley.
Yes.
Am I wrong? Is Zoblobs here?
No,
Is it?
No.
No Zoblobs.
not in our neighborhood.
Redlub's not in your neighborhood.
But Zoblobs
But
in
it's on the
town.
way to the it's on the way to the docks, and that and we need to go pay Aloysius.
I'd like to stop by Zoblobs.
Yeah, we
Okay.
could do that.
Orladar, it's easy enough. You know where to go, but you all are ticking in throughout all of these things. Time is ticking down. The first hour is gone. Second hour, you're heading down to the docks. You know, time is ticking down on
Could
your
take
day.
at least 3 hours before we head out of town.
Probably.
I think we got about 3 hours worth of stuff to do.
So much time.
I know,
It's
but
not a
it's
lot.
what are we gonna do? We have to get these things done,
Let's-
regardless of Velfi's
Yeah.
ridiculous timeline.
That's fair. Yeah, let's just power through all of it as fast as we can.
To Zoblobs.
Wait, what?
I want to go to Zoblobs.
Okay, Pyra is stopping in Zoblobs.
Let us
Pyra
apart.
can stop in Zoblobs.
I feel like this is something you could definitely split the party for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I stop at Zoblobs and I also
going
get
to the
food
Bold
for everyone.
Venture. Great, and I'm going to the Bold Venture.
Okay. Yeah,
And
it's for those of you who go down to the docks. It's easy enough. You see the Bold Venture still there. There we go. You see the Bold Venture still there. You see the crew sort of just living life on deck. A couple of them are sort of chatting and laughing together. As you walk up to the ship, Atronar and Hardigan are like, "Hey, shield of the coast!" Yeah.
We yell as well.
Aloysius comes up from his quarters. You can see he's sort of like putting on his coat. His hair looks a little bit messed up. Shield of the coast. How are you?
We've had an interesting night.
Yeah.
I see. Well, do you need to go anywhere else, or?
Yes, the Sword Mountains. So I don't think that.
Ah, I
your
see.
ship will
Yes,
be of
I
Yeah.
much help.
don't think
but
that's necessarily my forte.
if you guys are interested in just leaving the ship in dock and you want to come up to the mountains to help us retrieve some rare artifact, I wouldn't mind having you on our team.
It's not exactly our forte either.
Okay.
But good luck.
Well, thank you, and here you go. And a little bag of gold.
What is this?
That's the money that we owe you for our return journey.
I told you all you didn't owe me any money.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
we
what?
do.
We didn't feel right about not paying you, and
Yeah,
I
you
know
did.
that
You gave me 300.
Listen, this is 1,000, and use it well to repair your ship. When we get back from this quest, we may need to call on your services again.
Well, we're always here for you.
DM,
Yeah?
Thank you, Alex.
technically, okay, hear me out. On this map, you can technically get, like, to the coast of where we need to be, right? There's that coast the entire way. Would it be quicker for us to follow the coast in a boat and then get off and then go into the Sword Mountains from there, or do the 3-day ride?
Probably the 3-day, probably on land would be quicker
Okay,
for that.
just checking.
With the horses.
It's an excellent question, though.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Mm-hmm. No, the horses would probably be the quicker route.
Yeah, we already bought the horses anyway.
All right. So while that's happening, Pyra, you stop into Ol Zoblob's, and it's also kind of damaged from the stuff, and you see the deep gnome in all purple, sort of cleaning stuff up, and he's sort of like pushing a bunch of like rubble off to the side. Oh, hey there, how you doing?
Zablob, do you got any cool shit for me?
Hey.
Preferably on clearance.
Not
Okay,
really.
maybe not clearance, but cool shit maybe?
I got this beholder plushie.
I'll take it.
It's 5 gold.
Okay. Just because you need the gold.
Yeah, my shop kind of got messed up.
Oh
I'll
my
toss
God.
him 10 gold.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you very much for your service.
Then I'll take the plushie. Alright. I thought you might have some cool stuff, but I guess not.
Yeah, a lot of stuff got broken.
Just know that next time I come in here, and I know that I invested in your business here, maybe, just maybe, if you have something cool, just put it away for me.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
As your #1 investor, and I'm gonna slide another 10 gold over.
Ooh, you are very generous today.
Yeah, I almost died. Then I'll just walk out.
Well, that's fair. Have a good day. Goes back to cleaning.
Fucking Zoblob. I'll go meet the rest.
All right. Is there anything else you wish to do with your morning?
I would like to go to the bookstore.
Oh yes.
The bookstore.
Yes, I will separate from everyone else to do that.
Okay.
So I did go down to the docks.
Yep.
I guess I go inside and I'm gonna go up to the shopkeep. Who is it?
Bidi-bop-bop-bo. One
the
second.
Dragonborn.
The Dragonborn. He's a bronze Dragonborn, I can tell you that much.
I got some
Rashal! I remembered his name before I opened up
I
the
got
thing.
it too.
He's just reading. His shop looks mostly untouched. There's a sort of a couple of signs of wear on the outside, but he is just sort of focusing on reading some books at the front counter when you come in. Oh, hello.
Rashal.
Yes, Timber.
Hello. Hello.
How are you?
I'm looking. I'm well. Glad to see your shop isn't torn down.
Yes, it is fared quite better than some of the others.
Yes.
In the
indeed.
alley? What can I do for you?
I was hoping you could help me find a book on druids.
Ah, druidic magic. I'll see what I can do. Follow me. He takes you to sort of a section that has more arcane based books and everything, and he says, "Now, most of the arcane intellect found actually in books and on pages is more toward the wizarding sort of tapping into the power of the arcane rather than the innate connection to it. Not many druidic circles actually scribe down their practices, but I do have a couple." He actually pulls out two books that just sort of go over sort of magic's influence and connection through nature and through nature itself, and a history book on druidic circles throughout the land of Faerun.
I will take both of those books.
Of course, it would be 3 gold for both of them.
Very
for
well.
purchase.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you, Rashal.
Thank you, Timber. It's good to see you back.
Good to see you.
Of course. All right.
Adieu.
Okay. Is there anything else the Shield of the Coast would like to do, or do you all start heading out?
I want to. I want to go tell Fala that we're alive and everything's fine.
Okay. They are pleased to see you.
Yep.
Easy
We're alive.
enough.
Everything's fine.
Easy
Okay.
enough to
I
do.
meet up with everybody else.
Okay. Easy enough.
Cool.
All right.
Is there anywhere that we're walking past conveniently that might have diamonds?
Oh, you can. It's easy enough to find a jewelry shop.
Okay.
What are you trying to purchase?
Did we already go to the bank? I'm sorry. I was
You
looking
can do
for
that
something
first.
in my notes.
Yes, I wrote down that we went to the bank and took out 2,000 gold pieces from our 44,000. We gave 1,000 of that to Aloysius, 500 of it to
All right.
the
While
horses.
you're doing that, I'm gonna run to the restroom. But
Okay.
you all keep running your errands. It's easy enough to find stuff like jewelry shop to buy gems. Pretty much anything. Waterdeep is a very, very bustling city. Has a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So you can do that sort of bookkeeping with retrieving your gold and dispersing gold between yourselves and whatnot.
Okay,
Just let me know what you buy when I get back.
sounds good.
Okay.
So then I put 500 gold in my thing so that I can go buy the diamonds that I need to buy for the spells that are going to hopefully save us if we get into any really deep doo-doo
Yes.
on this trip. So anybody else need gold? Do you guys need gold, or do you want gold like to add to the money that you have right now?
Yes.
Because I've got the savings account book. From when we
I am keeping track of because we kind of divided it up into 10,000 chunks, right, for each of us. And not you're muted, Brittany.
Yeah, we each had 10,000
Yeah,
at the start of this.
yeah,
And then I took out
Really?
like 1,200.
yeah.
How did we split that?
Well, we got 50,000 and there's 5 of us, so we split it.
So we split it,
$10,000
10,000 each.
chunks.
And then we were just taking it away from each of our chunks.
Yeah.
So,
So we were
what we would
dividing
need
it
to do-
between all of us.
yeah.
That's good that you told me that, because that's not what I had.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I
So
wrote down that we had 50,000, that we took 1,000 out to pay Aloysius for the first trip,
Mm-hmm.
and then that we took 5,000 out, and that we each took 1,000 of that 5 as an allowance for the trip, and that left 44,000 in the savings.
Yeah.
I have that we
That
all
was
took out
all of our
1,000,
total.
then also 200, because we all needed to pay 200 each to make 1,000 for the
Yeah.
ship.
That's
we
what
all
I had
took out-
too.
1,200 from our 10,000.
Yes.
So we all should be in the bank right now 8,800.
Individually, but
Individually.
with a grand total of 44,000.
With
So
a grand total.
we're-
Now, what we
we're
need
both,
to do.
We're all correct, just we have it
Got it.
allocated
Okay.
in different ways in our brain.
Yeah.
Got it.
What we
Okay.
need to do is we need to take how much this time? How much did we pay Aloysius this time?
1,000.
So
1,000,
another
so we
200.
we all need to take 200 out again from
Okay.
our 8,800 that we would have each personally.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
taking out an extra 300 from mine because I want 1,000 on my person.
Okay, so then it was 500 for the horses and climbing gear, so that's 100 each. So that
Yep.
gives us all 8,500, and then I put 500 in my purse, so I have 8,000.
Yeah. Okay. And I was gonna take.
You
I
should
was-
have 8,500.
I was also going to take out enough to take me down to 8,000, so that would give me 600 more in my pocket. I have this all noted in my notes as well. If anything gets too complicated.
Okay.
I
That's
will
okay.
be taking 700 out. Alright.
Okay. I have
So
8,300.
How
Yeah.
much? How much of that taken out was allotted to be given to each of us for the purchases that we just made? Was any of it?
So for the
Whatever you decide to take out of your personal 10,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so, well, it's not 10,000, it's 8,800.
current.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay.
10,000. What
8,800.
it started as 10,000.
Right, but since we got back from Altera, what we have is 8,800 each.
Mhm.
We
Yes.
each put in 200 to pay Aloysius, plus 100 for our horse and our climbing gear. So now everybody should have $8,500 individually.
Gold
And
pieces.
what you take out of that 8,500 gold pieces, that's up to you.
Okay.
So now everybody keeps their own books. I'm not keeping anybody's books anymore.
Sounds
So
good.
I have less than that because I paid out of pocket for all my climbing gear and
Yeah.
and
I mean,
and
I've
horses. I didn't pay from the bank,
Whatever,
but
don't-
I have my own.
It doesn't matter.
got
Like everybody should just keep their own
Yeah.
tab now.
here.
We should. Yeah.
I have a page specifically for this.
It's at
Me
the back
too.
of my book.
Yes, we
Um,
should.
I have a question. How do I add equipment in this damn app?
You
You go
can't.
to-
You have to do it on the actual.
I thought they updated the
I thought
app
they- I
so
thought-
that I could do everything from
Oh
the app.
no, it's just spells. They
Just
only
spells,
updated the
not
spells
equipment.
part,
You have to go into the actual
not the equipment part.
website to do equipment. I just had to add it on the website. But if
Okay,
you
thank
look
you.
up climbers, don't look up climbing. Just look up climbers. Because if you
Climbers.
type in climbing, it won't show up. But it's a climber's kit.
Got it, thank you.
Yes.
Climber's good.
Oh, right.
And then, Aiden, how much would you say it would cost to get a week's worth of rations for all of us? Preferably lightweight rations, if that makes sense.
Well, rations.
Like, not heavy meat or anything
No,
like
no.
that. like-
Rations already are. So a ration in D&D is just sort of like 1 day's worth of dry food, which is
Okay.
suitable for extended travel. So it has like jerky, dried fruit, sort of hardtack nuts, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm
sort
trying
of
not to take
comprised into
anything
1 day
heavy,
pack. You also have a
except my
bag of
weapons.
holding.
Yeah, but we got a lot of stuff in there, don't we?
Have any of you used any of your rations that you already have?
Yeah, I eat a lot, dude. You know how big I am?
All right.
Actually,
I mark off
nothing
rations
bad.
every day.
Well, 1 day's worth
Pyra
of
has a
rations
12 pack.
is 5 silver pieces. So
So
Pyra's
35 silver.
shredded.
For a week.
I've got 10 days of
Hmm.
rations on me right now, so
35 for a week. 35 silver. Five
For-
5 a day.
well, yeah, a week in the Forgotten Realms is 10 days, so
yeah.
Oh, okay,
So-
so
50 silver, 5
times
gold.
5.
Mhm.
Okay.
I am gonna pick up another diamond worth 300 gold.
I
Okay.
suck at math. Where's my fucking calculator?
Zoria, also, as you are walking about the city, make a perception check.
I will happily and
Okay.
paranoidally.
I have other things I need to do in the city. I just remembered.
Yes, Timber.
Go ahead, Zoria. Do your perception check.
Is this perception check perchance to
Go
search
ahead, go
for
ahead and roll roll with advantage.
Okay, thank you.
I buy enough rations for everyone for the week.
Oh,
I'll say your orb does start to sort of glow and sort of grabs your attention.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Plus
Wow.
5.
Wow.
So
Hell yeah, Zoria. So
I'm
perceptive.
real glad because I rolled a 2 the first time.
Zoria, as you are sort of one of the times as you break away from the group or something, you catch a sight out of the corner of your eye, and you see kind of a familiar sight tucked away into a dark alley.
Are you kidding me?
A tall 10-foot overcoated fedora
Incredible.
covering the face figure that looks very familiar to you.
Okay.
He's just standing there leaning up against a wall, but you do notice him.
Motherfucker.
Would Erebos just be tagging along? Because I really have to be doing nothing, so just kind of following someone.
Zoria.
Were you following Zoria?
There
Roll
is
for it.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll do it that way. Yeah. I was following Pyra.
Okay,
Per usual.
Yep.
as per usual, yeah.
Zoria is going to very casually, saunter over to the alley as inconspicuously as you can,
Yeah.
as she can. Which, as you
Make
know,
a stealth check.
for a 19-year-old girl in a bright yellow dress is not very.
With jangly chainmail.
Oh yes, this is not.
Do we
very
notice her walking
inconspicuous.
away from us? I'm sure we do.
Can I make a stealth check?
Make a stealth check. I was just saying, sort of just as you're all going about your day, probably when Zoria broke off from the group,
I'm
but
still gonna make a stealth check. This is so bad. What's my? It's like +2 or something. +1. Yeah, that's 5.
that's a 5. Okay, I will say, I'll say Zoria, Pyra, and Urbos were together, and Zoria does try and break away from you two.
I'm just gonna grab Urbos and show him a different direction. Try to point him away.
You're just helping Zoria out.
Yeah, I want
Alright.
Zoria to get some life experience,
Okay.
and so I'm letting her go do it.
Pyra, you have no
See.
idea. Pyra, you have no idea what
I'm
she's
gonna
doing.
let her
or why
walk
she's
off
doing, but-
alone, though.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't care.
Erebos wants to at least look in the direction,
That's just
see.
the best fucking. They're like that. That's a real friend. I'm just gonna let her walk off alone. Sure.
Yeah.
Erebos just wants to see where Zoria's gonna
Urbos, make a perception check.
off to. Oh my!
Sometimes
You know
you
how
gotta let the
good I
birds
am at
go
these. Oh man,
Yep, you have to make a
My-
perception check for that. For this.
my perception is flawless, Aiden. You don't know nothing about. It's a 2. Anyways,
Urbos, you just see her sort of very awkwardly sliding towards a dark alleyway, but you don't see anything in there.
Do I see him?
Make a
I
perception
got a
check.
really high perception.
Yeah, perception
no,
check.
I was looking for him. I was just kind of looking. Okay, I guess I was looking in the direction. Never mind.
Yeah, you were looking in the direction. So
I got a 24.
a 24. Pyra, you
Yeah.
also see this familiar figure, and Zori is very awkwardly sliding over to him.
Yeah,
Remember,
as
I'll
soon as
just
I
casually
I
walk.
see that, I'm just gonna older sister let her do what she's gonna do. Kind of just look away,
Okay.
but still cautiously knowing where she is
Hmm.
and being there if
follow.
she needs it.
Zoria, as you slide into the tight alleyway, you hear the deep. Well, hello, little lady.
God, I hate it. Every time. I don't say that in game. Sophie is saying that.
Well, fuck you too. Whoosh. Well, fine.
Well, fine.
Can I go? I want to follow. I like dark alleys. I got jumped in one once.
You just start
Yeah,
following
maybe you don't
Zoria.
need.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe
no
you don't need
stealthiness.
any more alleys.
Just regular walking. Just
Oh my god.
Okay.
Zoria's gonna be like, so, water deep, huh?
Oh God.
Indeed. What about it?
You were.
Terrible.
You were, in Altera last time I checked.
I like to travel. Seems like you do too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So what you got today?
I can't stand this. Pyra's losing it. Pyra's actually laughing.
Oh my
Just
God.
laughing to
Oh
herself
my
in the middle of the
God.
street, watching this happen.
But no, this is happening. Zoria is genuinely fully attempting to be cool.
And Pyra is
Mhm.
genuinely
And
laughing at
Yeah.
Zoria.
Yup. Well, seeing as you were able to repay that debt last time, and he opens up the long overcloak.
Whoa.
Interesting. You don't actually see a body when he opens up the overcloak. It's just like dark shadow. It's just sort of black shadow.
It also like peek within a finger or two. Just, I don't know.
You still only see 4 of the sort of multitude of pockets that are filled. As he says, some stock has changed since last time. Still have the barrier tattoo. And the Illuminator's tattoo, although...
Mr. Foreman, what is the barrier tattoo?
He sort of reaches up the long tendrily fingers, sort of like clawed fingers, and plucks at it, and you see the sort of this syringe with the with a shimmering yellow colored ink. One second.
Google Images.
Yep.
Vial with yellow stuff, and it's preferably glowing.
I'm not reading anything. I just glanced over and saw that the image is a crab.
Well, it's an apparatus of Quilish.
It's a crab.
Yeah, that's basically what the apparatus of Quilish is. This one makes your skin a little thicker. Makes you a little hard to hit if you aren't wearing anything else. And then he sort of reaches back, puts it back. That one goes for 3,500 gold.
Okay.
There's also the Illuminator's tattoo, the same sort of syringe like needle, but this one has a shimmering blue colored ink. Little lady, I think you were particularly interested in this one last time.
I have a vague memory. A lot has happened since then. That is genuine, coming from both Sophie and Zoria. This one is also a crab.
Yeah.
20 crabs.
This one lets you write messages without necessarily needing a pen or ink.
Oh, I'm already terrible at writing. I don't need that.
Also lets you hide these messages from unwanted eyes. And then he reaches over to the other side of the coat with the other pockets, and in these ones you actually see vials and not syringes. And he plucks out the first one, and you see this vial is filled with sort of transparent, watery like liquid. And
how much is the Illuminator's tattoo?
80 gold pieces.
80?
Is that one? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This has sort of like the transparent watery like liquid, and it has a sort of thin sliver that is a dark charcoal color on one end, and it fades to a bright fiery orange color at the other end, just sort of floating in the liquid. This is a potion of fire giant strength. You drink this, and for up to an hour you could toss a building, lift a mountain. Really beefs you up.
It starts inching
Man, it's
slightly
selling us.
closer.
Selling us. What is
This
it?
one's 3,000 gold.
Oh, fuck.
He
Sorry.
puts it
Scooch it
back.
together.
He puts it back, and then he sort of uses his long clawed fingers to pluck out the fourth vial. Is just underneath that one. This vial is filled with sort of a clear liquid at times, but you see this sort of physical red pigment within it that is being contracted toward a tiny bead that is floating in the center of the liquid. And as it's sort of like collected all around this bead, it bursts out and makes the entire liquid red for just a moment before it goes zoom, and contracts back to the tiny little bead. And it just continues to do that. This is a potion of diminution. Drink this and you can fit in a pocket. Or anyone you can try and convince to drink it, that is. This one goes for 2,500 gold. So, see anything you like?
Question.
Herbos? What?
The yellow one. Do I have to have no armor on?
Indeed. It only helps for those that aren't really adept at wearing the heavier armor. Makes your skin tougher.
Do something that. Yeah, go on. Well, I'll leave you to whatever the jesters this walk today.
Okay.
So that, the one with invisible ink vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You know which one I'm talking about. The Illuminator's tattoo, is that right? Okay, okay. So, just to be clear, it makes you able to write messages without ink and then make them only visible to who you want to see. What's the specifics on this one?
You pretty much just said it.
So only the people who I want to see it can see it.
Only up to one other person can see it.
But I choose that person very specifically at the time of writing, or can I choose it later?
You can choose it later.
I can? Okay. Cool. How much did you say?
80 gold pieces. It only works for a whole day, and you can only do it once per day.
Wait. I understand now. I thought you meant the tattoo only worked for a day total, and I was like,
No.
what's the point of the tattoo? I understand. Let's see here. Let me make some decisions here.
Timber, what were the other, while Zori is making these decisions, what were the other things you wanted to attend to?
Yeah, so we may need to retcon a little bit because Zan entirely forgot about it, but Timber did not. I am waiting for a letter back from the monastery.
Oh, shoot, that's right.
And I did leave a return address at the bottom of my
yes.
letter.
Yeah, so a little bit of retcon. The night before, Renaer would have handed you a letter that came to the tavern with your name on it.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I will open it, but of course, we need it. It's not there yet. We got to do that later.
Yes. I will say, I will tell you this. Sort of reading through the letter, the message you get back is not a very long message, but especially the way it's worded, it sounded sort of excited to hear from you. Essentially the gist of it is we'll start working on that right away. This is from, of course, your mentor, your personal mentor who you addressed the letter to. And they just say, we'll start looking for information, and they say, I hope that this means I'll get to see you soon. And that's how they end the letter.
Cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right. Was that everything, Timber? Was it just the letter?
Yes. If
Yeah.
there was a letter at the tavern, then I don't need to go to the Eagle Station to see if one
Yeah.
came
Yep.
there.
You received that. Zoria.
Okay.
That's all.
Zoria is going to reach into the bag of holding and pull out a vial of shimmering liquid, somewhat similar to all of the ones that he is holding, and say, what if we do 65 in this?
For the Illuminators, that is.
Yeah. Not for everything. That was a joke.
What?
Not for everything.
What are you holding?
I am holding my experimental elixir of boldness for the day.
Ooh, make a deception check.
Can I add on to what I say?
Oh yeah,
because
sure.
there was
sure,
something
sure.
else I wanted to tell him.
Yeah.
I'm just all I'm gonna say is I would recommend selling this one quickly.
What exactly does that mean? And he holds out the sort of large clawed fingers, and he sort of plucks it just with his thumb and index from the bottom.
I'll let him take it. I can make
So-
those up basically
He
every
sort
time.
of looks at it. What does it do?
Gives you a short-term all-around boost. Kind of just makes you better at everything for just a little bit of time.
Why do I need to sell it quickly?
Let's just say it might not be around forever.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. We're gonna use this one. Oh no! It's gonna be an 8.
Listen, little lady, not only can I not purposefully sell things quickly, but also I'm not exactly a out in the market type of merchant. I don't sell to many others that aren't like you. And he holds out he holds out the claw with your potion still in it back at you.
Zoria takes it, says, "You want to elaborate on that?" Sticks it back in the bag.
Let's just say you and your friends, you're doing some dangerous work that might need extra aid.
Weird. Zoria will Zoria will say 75.
Prices are final.
78.
Prices are final.
Okay. Zoria will start turning around and walking away.
All right. Close it. He closes the coat, and
Zoria, if he's genuinely like, okay, does Zoria get the vibe that? Can I make an insight check?
yes.
Okay.
Make an insight check.
Airwolves, come back real quick.
Yeah, Urvos, you walk back.
That
Just
is
real quick slides.
another 25.
A
That was
25.
another 17 plus 8 on a different die.
He's really hard to read, but you can tell he's not really strapped to try and get your business. He's just there, and his prices are his prices.
Okay, Zoria will give a deep sigh. She'll start to walk away, give a deep sigh, turn around, and pull out 80 gold.
Pleasure doing business with you. He pockets the gold and then takes out the syringe.
Do you apply them? Do I apply? What's the situation there? I'm not a tattoo artist. Do I have to find one?
Just
How does this work?
put it into your skin and it'll happen.
Magic. Sounds like he's doing us a favor.
Okay.
All right, so you take the syringe.
Hmm?
So you take the illuminator's tattoo.
No,
Okay.
I was talking to John. John's
Okay,
waving
yeah,
his
John?
hand around.
Oh, sorry. To the tall man.
Mm-hmm.
You be able to bring one of those thingies that makes me hit harder.
Wait, what? You cut
Nice
out.
to meet
You cut out. What did you say?
You'd be able to bring one of those cool vials of stabby thing right there. The one that points at
What Zoria's
Doria's
holding?
little vial. Yeah, but that make me hit harder.
I'm not entirely sure if that's something that exists. I can look around for it, but I can't always promise what I have in stock.
Look a little bit. It will bite.
I mean, he pulls out the potion of Fire Giant Strength. This'll make you hit real hard.
Yes, but that is very temporary.
I'm just saying.
You deal with magical items, like actual. You know, he kind of shows the sword.
I deal more with potions, with dabbling in the new art of tattoos.
When we find anything that permanently boosts, it will be around. Kind of just waves his hands and starts walking.
All right. Little lady, if that's all the business for today.
I think that'll be it for now. Hope
Well.
to see you again.
You know how to find me.
No, I
Do you?
don't. So I just mouthed the words, "No, I don't." do I?
Just keep an eye out and I'll be there.
Lurking in an alley
Okay,
in a trench coat.
sounds good.
He closes the trench coat, crosses his arms.
Okay, sounds
And you
good.
leave?
Sounds good. Yeah, I will
Okay.
walk away.
You have
and
an Illuminator's tattoo.
5 steps later, she will turn around and look over her shoulder.
He's still standing there.
Oh, okay. So she just awkwardly whips her head around. Keeps walking.
Still just looking down.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna add an Illuminator's tattoo to my inventory.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that an actual thing that I can just search?
Yep.
Perfect.
Is indeed. All right. Shield of the Coast. Is there anything else you all are going to do in the city, or are you going to head for the northern gates?
I just looked back at my notes a bit ago, and I saw that the Udak head is in the bag of holding.
Yes,
Oh, it is.
It is.
Oh,
I
we
was
need to
thinking about
see-
that earlier, and then I got distracted by a drug
Yeah.
dealer.
We
we
need to go
wanna-
see the detective.
Take that to the authorities, yeah.
Let's
We
be
told him
speedy.
we'd go see him. We have to go see him.
Last one.
Let's ride our horses.
Yeah.
Let's be speed.
Yeah.
We are
Yes.
speed.
And on us.
We speed on our horses.
Mm-hmm.
Should I send him a message and ask him where he's at?
It's-
Nah.
Where are you going?
To
see
Blastwind.
Okay, where are you going?
Fuck.
To the
Someone asked him where he is.
the place where we would find the detectives. I don't know.
Is
Should
it
I
like a
message
police
him?
station?
No. The only place
We're in the middle of an
the only place you've seen him has been the Palace of Waterdeep.
Okay, then the Palace
Before.
of Waterdeep.
Is there a police station?
No.
Or like... Alright.
The Palace of Waterdeep is the closest thing to it.
Great.
Alright then.
The Palace
Hey,
of Waterdeep.
well, is that on our way? Wouldn't it make more sense to message Blastwind and ask him where he is?
I have a
Since
map of
he's
the
a
city.
detective who's out and about in the city investigating things.
Zoria will message Blastwind.
Okay.
Say, where are you? We have something for you. By the way, this is Zoria.
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
Okay. You hear the familiar detective. Zoria, I am at the Palace of Waterdeep working with Leyrol. Come meet us. It is good to hear from you again.
Perfect. Let's ride!
All right. You all
Mayhem, go!
easily enough make it to the Palace of Waterdeep, where as soon as you step up to the front gates, the guards just open them for you.
Wait, I need to know
Our horses
Who
dramatically
won?
canter through.
who won. Who made it first?
It was a tie.
Between?
All of you. Your horses go exactly the same. No. Erebos and Orladar are slightly behind everybody else.
Because we weigh the most.
Because they weigh the most. But all of your horses run the exact same speed.
It doesn't have anything to do with the animal
It's fine.
handling.
Nope.
I mean, we have so much stuff to give, it actually weighs us down.
Okay. But you all make it to the Palace of Waterdeep easily enough. Sort of same site if you head into Layral's sort of private throne room and everything, and you see Layral and Blastwind sort of working together, walking back and forth. You all walk through the door, and Layral and Blastwind both come up to meet you, and Layral says, "Shield of the Coast, it's such a pleasure to have you back. When did you arrive?"
Last night.
And we're taking off in about when this is over.
Well.
Yep.
Sad that our meeting has to be so short. What is it that you have for us?
Zoria will reach into the bag, think about the Udok head.
Yup.
And as she pulls it out, she's gonna cast Gentle Repose on it again.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how long does that last?
I think it's a week, so we should be
okay.
well within the time limit.
Yeah, it's 10 days, so it's fine.
Okay, perfect. But she's gonna do it again anyway.
Okay.
Just to keep it fresh.
Exactly. So she's gonna grab it, pull out, cast Gentle Repose, and just hold it out.
They all recoil. Blastwind now goes, that is Lord Shed.
Yes. Zoria will set it down.
I cut it off myself.
Very impressive. Well,
it came through a giant rift and interrupted a coronation party. So
I see.
Yeah, we kind of had to take care of it.
Well, good job there.
Thank you.
I guess, Saith, come on, help me with this. I guess I will get to work on studying it, trying to find out what I can.
I'm just gonna tell Blastwind everything we've seen regarding the rifts since we were in Altera.
Okay,
That's a great idea.
As you take a couple minutes to do this, Saith is furiously jotting down notes, and Blastwind is like, okay, so people.
And I'm showing some of my notes to said note taker.
It's like, okay, so there are people in civilization. They can understand our common speech. All right then. Do you tell them about the book and Dunamancy?
I do want to show them actually my Echo Knight.
Okay.
Yes.
And he will actually just force them right next to him, so it's right next to each other.
Mm-hmm. After you start talking about Dunamancy, Layral sort of gets a little bit of a worried look on her face.
Oh.
You look concerned, Layral.
This is unsettling. This isn't any type of known magic. This doesn't come from our weave. And yet you can exert power over it. You two can use it here.
Yeah. Yes. Which means I think that the rift is somehow leading our two realms together.
Indeed. I will.
Kind of what I've gathered.
I will have to think on this. May I hold on to this notebook of yours and do better to understand it?
Yes. Here.
She holds out a hand.
Um,
Thank you.
Miss Daryl. Altera would be good allies to Waterdeep. I would recommend highly contacting their new team. He is very hopeful to make I don't know what he would want to. He is a good person, and I feel like trading with Altera would be a good thing to do.
You have not only
All right.
Erebos' support, but the whole Shield of the Coast in that as well.
Yes. And Prince Chakal has a teleportation circle
King.
in Altera, so if you have one here, we can transport easily without the long boat journey.
That is good to know. I will consider this, and I will keep Altera on my spectrum.
I'm gonna pull Pyra aside, just a little bit back from the group. Pyra, do you think that we should share with Leral the mission that is this artifact? Could this artifact we're searching for have something to do with the rift? And
I think until we know that, it doesn't need to be said. There's no reason to bring Valfi into something like this if there's no need to.
Okay. Good enough.
All right. So, Shield of the Coast. Are you all done
Bid
here?
them farewell.
Zoria will just hang back for a moment as we all get ready to go and just say, if you happen to have someone who knows the spell Gentle Repose, I would recommend it. I'm sure you already know that, but like it's been very helpful in our transportation getting it here. It's just a good spell
Indeed.
overall. Okay,
I noticed you cast it just now, so
Yes.
I believe 10 days should be plenty.
Perfect. Just in case it takes me longer.
Thank you, Zoria.
Don't want it to start to stink up the palace. Yeah, but okay.
All right. So you all push out from the palace, and you
Yep.
all make your way up to the northern gates of the city. So, Shield of the Coast, which road are you taking?
All of them.
The high road, I would think.
Well,
Coastal road.
The
Maybe?
coastal road.
Would I know anything about these roads?
Yeah.
Would any of us know anything about these
I
roads?
think
Travel
Orladar probably wouldn't, because
the
Orladar's
locals-
main travel would be between Timanther and Waterdeep.
Airbus for
Okay.
sure, no.
Taking
Uh,
a long road.
Yeah, I would
This
actually
is near.
Zoria?
I would actually say Pyra would
This
know
is near
the
my-
most.
Right? My family?
Pyra, you would probably know the most. Zoria, I'd say you can go ahead and roll a history check as well. Pyra, go ahead and roll a history check.
Can Zoria help me?
Zoria is a local. Zoria grew up in Waterdeep.
Exactly,
I'm sure
Zoria-
she's seen a map of the north.
Zoria grew up in Waterdeep, but she hasn't left it much.
And
That's
traveled
true.
it. I think I might have traveled one of those roads.
Zoria, if
into
you'd like
water.
to sort of help Pyra,
Yeah.
we can do the new aid mechanic. So what
That
is your
sounds good.
modifier?
It is +5.
On history?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
So
Okay.
have
20,
or I have
21
proficiency.
altogether.
21. Okay, so
Yes.
Pyra, so you do know, especially Zoria sort of heard of this. The high road, it does lead to the Sword Mountains a little bit quicker. You would expect that you could probably get to the base of the Sword Mountains in 2 days on the high road, rather than 3, like what Velfi said. But the high road is a private route controlled by sort of all of the major coastal cities in something called the Coastal Alliance, that they all sort of have an agreement on for specifically shipping and transporting sort of high importance goods and such. So it is not an open road for travelers. The long road is the primary sort of travel route up and down the coast, sort of more
So we would-
inland.
Special permission to go the high road.
You would need special permission, or you would need to try and forge documents
We
of
have-
Would
of
the
your
badge
travel.
help?
Yeah, we
at
have
all?
badges.
You're not sure.
Why don't we just take the coastal road?
The coastal road is the one that is private and under sort of lock and
That's
key.
the one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the high road. The long road inland
Oh.
would be a 3 days ride, but is the just open travel and a little more safer.
That's ridiculous.
It's actually probably not safer, it's just easier.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's the one that's
Because-
open.
There's not gonna, yeah, the high road is, if that's probably not gonna have bandits on it if it's controlled by the cities.
I
Except-
think we should go
except-
high road.
Except that it is also the one that is specifically sort of designated for, like I said before, high transport of high importance goods. So
Right.
Chances of people trying to steal from
Mhm.
that are pretty high.
You're right.
Alright.
What do we think?
My vote, if we're voting, I put on high road.
I think we should take the path of least resistance. I think it'd be easier to just travel rather
That's
than
what
be
I was
stopped
thinking.
every hour.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Maybe it would end up being slower if people are questioning our
Essence.
like, yeah, our presence, our legitimacy. There we go. That's the word I was trying to get to, but I got there.
There will probably be checkpoints regularly on the road.
Mm-hmm. And if all we have is badges, then it's going to slow
Yeah.
us down.
Yeah.
Even if they do end up accepting the badges.
Yeah, I think it'd just be easier to take the road that is labeled the long road on this map that we have.
Mm-hmm.
The inland road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Everyone vote for the inland road.
votes.
I'm down for
I
whatever.
think, yeah.
Okay. Urbos, what say you?
I don't mind either.
I think bureaucracy, it will be the death of us in this case.
Yes. Okay. Inland road it
Alright.
is.
Let's go.
Bonk.
Yep. So as you all push out of the city of Waterdeep, you ride for the first hour or so. You spent a good bit of the morning. You woke up a little later because you were up so late into the morning the night before. So you're probably not hitting the road until close to 1 p.m. ish, 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So your first hour. Here, let me go ahead and stop this.
And I'd be riding at the front and keeping an eye on tree lines.
Okay. But yes, your first hour goes by, and you come up to the split, and you actually do see that there is a checkpoint. There is the sort of first checkpoint there, sort of off to the side a little bit with these sort of gates blocking path on the actual made road for the high road. That is the long road. The long road just continues on, and there's a sort of outpost with different guards standing watch and keeping eyes out for travel on here. So you'll just continue on the long road, yeah?
Zoria actually turns to the rest and says, "Just do we want to just try the badges, and if it's easy enough to get through, take the fast way?
Yeah.
This would be like a test run."
Yeah.
Okay.
See what they say.
Yeah.
I have a badge. Who else has a badge?
I don't have a badge.
Orladar.
Okay, so
Should we go Orladar? Me and you?
You guys headed
Yeah.
up.
Good cop, bad cop?
Let's go to the gate and ask him. No, good cop, good cop.
Good
Oh.
cop, good cop.
Sorry, Pyra, you have
I'm
to.
not good at good cop.
I
I'm
know.
good at bad
Good
cop.
cop, silent cop.
Passive.
Actually, I am okay at good cop. Never mind.
Oh my god. Okay, so as you five trot up to this first sort of outpost. Two heavy armored guards standing just sort of at the front of this gate. That sort of just lets through this very kind of rudimentary fort made up with a couple of guards sort of standing watch to make sure nobody tries to work their way around the gate. They're both holding long pikes, and they both cross them to block you from walking any further. And there is a human man and a dwarven figure. Large beard. You're not entirely sure. I mean, it's really hard to tell female from male dwarves, so it's just a dwarven figure to you all. The human goes, "Halt! What is your business on the high road?"
So, I show my badge, the badge of the watch. We are the Sword of the Coast, and we are on a mission to go to the Sword Mountains as quickly as possible. We are attempting to help with the bizarre rifts and things.
We're researchers for Leyrol.
Yeah, we are working for Leyrol Silverhand. And we would like to take the high road to cut a day off of our journey.
Go ahead and make a deception check first.
That's not untrue.
Not a persuasion check?
Yep.
None of that was untrue.
We've been researching for Leyrol.
The only untrue part was that we are not the Sword of the Coast.
I literally just gave all my notes to Leyrol. All my research notes on the rift.
I think it would be persuasion, but if you say deception...
I say a deception check because that is not why you are traveling on the
Do
high
I have
road.
advantage because of the badge of the watch?
No. You do not. If Pyra is helping you, you can go ahead and add Pyra's deception.
It's not great. I got a +1.
Oh,
Sure.
Well, I'll go with my +5.
Sure.
All right.
That is, with Pyra helping me, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah. So you didn't roll with advantage, right?
No.
Okay, good. Dirty 20. They both sort of look at each other. And they say, "Well, we're very sorry, but the high road is not regulated by only Leyrol Silverhand. You need to have papers and wow, my brain's blanking. You need to have clearance by the entire Coast Alliance.
Alright.
Fair enough.
So
Thank
we're
you,
very
sir.
sorry, but if you do not have specific paperwork, then you are not allowed passage."
Thank you. We'll take the long road.
Have a safe journey.
Thank you.
They stand back at attention.
Alright.
Alright, long
Alright.
road it is.
I think it was worth a try.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So as you all continue throughout your first day's journey, the sun starts to set as you come up to the small sort of roadside pass-through town of Amphale. The sun starts to set, but you have not been traveling for a full day's journey yet. So would you like to end this day short with the sun, or do you continue to travel on into the night?
Is there lodging in Amphil and
There's
and some place to feed and water our horses?
There
in stables.
you would have bought or sort of with the horses, it comes with feed for them and everything.
Right. Okay. So I don't know. How do y'all feel?
But yeah, so the sun has set, but you've only been traveling for about
6 hours.
Yeah, you've only been traveling for about 6-7 hours, and so it would definitely hinder your overall travel time if you ended the day here, but you could.
So we keep pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah.
This is more of a DM question. what kind of speed are the horses traveling at? Are we like at a trot this whole time? Are we at a walk? I know that like the idea of having them canter the whole time is not sustainable at all. But
We don't want to exhaust them.
Yeah, if you're not specifically trying to move sort of stealthy or push them, or push the horses, then it's probably just you sort of on and off. You sprint for a time, and then you let them walk. You give them some feed. Just sort of a normal day's pace is just on and off from trotting, sprinting, walk.
My question is, what is a normal day? 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours?
Usually about 12 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So yeah, it's about pushing 9, 10-ish as the sun is going down. But you've only been on the road for about 7 hours.
I recommend we move a little bit slower and stealthier at night. That's all I ask.
We also want to make sure that we get a full 8 hours long rest, because I don't think we got that last night.
Yeah, you can just go ahead.
I think we did. Yeah. That's why we wake up late.
Did we get a long rest last night?
I can't.
Yes, you all got a long rest. That's one reason why you didn't leave for so late.
Wow. All right.
On this ride, since we aren't going to be going at a full canter, it's somewhat easy to do other things while you're riding.
At times.
At times, yeah. For part of the time, I would like to take out and examine my coin that I got from Timora.
Okay.
And just kind of try and fidget with it, poke at it with a stick, I don't know. Try and figure out if there's anything tricksy about it.
Okay.
Or like see if I can glean anything else from the coin.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Just a straight
Just
wisdom?
a wisdom check.
You've been treating me well today. Ooh, that was the right choice. I like you. That was a 23.
23. So one of the slower parts, one of the slower parts of the day, probably as you're traveling through the foothills of the Sword Mountains here, before you come up to Amphil, you take it out and you start fidgeting with it. You look at the side that is you with your wings out. Normally your hands have just sort of been outstretched, and as you look sort of up from it and then back at it, slowly, over the course of 3 hours maybe, you notice that there is sort of something else raised on the coin face that has slowly been raising up from the coin face. And after about the 3rd hour or so, you maybe put it away for a little bit and you pull it back out, and you see in your hand you are holding the staff that you had with the open, with the round sort of open head, and you are now sort of holding a faint sort of visage of that in your hand. You turn the coin back over to Timora's holy symbol, a picture of her wreathed in 4-leaf clovers. And you just catch just a slight bit of very quick movement. It almost looks like Timora winks at you on the coin.
Well, seeing as the staff was my next order of business anyway, Zoria will see Timora's wink, and pull the staff out, and kind of.
Okay, it's pretty heavy to try and hold with one hand while you're.
She'll just wrap the reins around the pommel. I cannot remember my horse terms.
Pommel.
Pommel.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. Wrap the reins loosely around the pommel for a few minutes and just kind of hold it and try and look at it as much as I can.
Yeah.
I feel like Zoria has ridden horses a little tiny bit, because, you know, it's
tiny bit,
a primary form of transportation in the time that we are currently in.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's able to comfortably sit on the back of a horse without...
Yeah, I'll say all of these horses are, like, very well trained, and even those of you who are less versed in it, Urbos and Timber, you have sort of a little bit of a hard time, but before you take them out, the sort of the livery owner was sort of like showed you a little bit, and you were able to get a good enough handle on it, you know. But the horses are very, very compliant and easy to work with as well. Zoria, as you are sort of inspecting the staff, nothing seems changed. Still seems the same, and there's still this sort of weird connection to nothingness with it.
Connection to nothingness. Can you elaborate?
Just you feel you do feel the sort of magical pull and the sort of magical tether connecting you to the physicalness of the staff, but you don't feel any actual magic within, like, flowing within the staff itself.
Look at Zoria messing around with the staff, and I'm just gonna be like, maybe it's not as important as you connecting to the staff as it is for you asking Timora
I was
to connect to the staff.
just about to do that little thing that you had just mentioned. Good, great minds, Pyra, great minds. So Zoria will kind of, because horses will kind of just follow each other if they're well trained. So
These horses mainly do that, yeah. Urbos and Timber riding in the back don't really have to do anything. Okay. These horses are just kind of going.
Okay, cool.
I have Zoria's reins.
Okay, cool. Well. Zoria will just kind of sit on the back of the horse, holding the staff with both hands, letting her... Well, that's not how it works, but it's fine. And she's gently posting the whole time.
Yes!
I used to show horses many years ago. And I couldn't remember what a pommel was called.
It's okay, we got there.
Pommel and the horn.
The horn! That's the word I was looking for!
Yeah. But the main part is called the pommel.
The pommel. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mainly showed English, so, like, give me a break.
Yeah.
So she'll sit there with the staff with her eyes closed, and she will take a hot minute, as long as she physically can do this for, basically, or until some sort of magical change happens. She will hold the staff and kind of ask Timora to show her the connection that needs to be made and help her make the missing link, basically.
So you go for the next hour or so before you push through the town of Amphil, and you're ready to continue on and sort of pick up the pace. And you don't feel any change. You don't feel sort of any more connection being made. Even if you take out the coin hasn't changed so far. It is still you holding the staff. But you don't feel any change within it by the time you all are ready to pick up the pace and journey on through Amphil.
I just want to reach over and, like, touch it and just be like, maybe it needs double the energy. I don't know how your shit works, and I'll just touch, like, the outer part of it.
Pyra. Pyra gets flown across the planet.
Oh my god. Can Erebos examine the staff?
I'm gonna say not while you're all riding. It's very heavy, and it would be difficult to try and pass it between horses. But you can ask Zoria when you all bed down for the evening.
I just put a finger on it.
Yes, Timber.
I don't want to retcon again, but when I saw Zoria fiddle with the staff, that will make me remember all the artifacts that we got that we have yet to identify. Can Orladar, do you want to get your glasses of identify? Can you identify one of the special things? I don't
Wait,
know
one of
what
the rings.
time to do this
Did
is.
we have we stopped for the night?
So we can say that if you
Do that when we stop. for the
if
night.
you'd rather wait, you all go for another 4 or so hours, pushing to about 1 in the morning.
Shouldn't we stop at like
We have to
midnight?
sleep. Yeah, I would say stop at midnight
Yeah.
because
You would stop at midnight.
we
Okay.
still need 8
Yeah.
hours of sleep.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not trying to travel 12 hours.
So you travel through through into the night, and then it's time it's time for you all to bed down and make camp. So who is in charge of setting up camp? What do you all do to try and bed down for the evening? What were you trying to say?
Orladar's gonna cast
some sort of check I can make.
Lehman's tiny hut
to
so that we
figure-
have.
like help me figure out the stuff.
Not yet.
Orladar's gonna cast tiny hut.
Just on the side of the road, or like what?
I mean, maybe back off a little bit off of the road, but we don't want to get too far off the road.
Orladar, I'll find the most secluded spot for us that is away from.
Safe, and then we'll still need
Yeah.
to take turns keeping watch.
Yeah.
but
So
probably maybe somewhere under some trees so that we can tie the horses up.
so
I'll
you,
find
them-
the safest spot.
yeah.
So
So
while
you
you
guys
guys do
are
that,
up about here, past
Yeah.
Amphail.
Okay.
I need a minute to cast Lehman's hut.
Mm-hmm. And
So-
it's easy enough. It's easy enough to find, especially here. You can go over sort of to the outskirts of this little foresty area. It'll take you a little bit more of a ride to get over there, or you could stay closer to the road. What would you rather do?
I want to be more than 10
Away
minutes
from the road.
Tree
Okay.
Yeah,
cover.
but not
I am
trees, like
Okay.
going to insist away from the road.
Yes.
Okay.
yes, but not too far into the forest and the trees because I don't want wolves or moorbounders to eat our horses.
What the
Yeah,
hell is
Away
a
from the
moorbounder?
road.
I don't know. What? Some sort of big beast.
I
I
promise
don't
you,
want any big beasts.
we're probably safer in the woods or on the outskirts of the woods than we are with the bandits that travel this road.
I believe you.
Okay.
I'll go find a spot on the outskirts
Bandits
of the woods.
travel this road?
No.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, no, what?
No.
Bandits. All right. So as you all make camp, who is taking the first watch?
I will
Dibs.
take first.
No dibs. I call dibs.
I'll do second. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. We're both feeling big, strong today.
Yeah,
All right.
feel
So as
big
everyone beds
Drunk.
down, Urbos, go ahead and roll a perception check
Real quick
with
before
disadvantage because you
Can I go over
you don't have dark vision.
to the horses, and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on them real quick, and I'm just gonna say, hey, if y'all feel anything or see anything that we can't see, I want you to whine as loud as you guys can for us, okay?
Which one are you talking to?
Mine, Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Yeah.
Okay. As you say this, you can understand the animal, right?
Yes.
Can you speak with animals? You hear, "Yes, miss. I will keep my eyes out." And he puffs out his chest.
I love my horse. And then I'll go walk back. Good boy, Mayhem.
Oh my god.
His head is shooting with his chest puffed out and his legs strained. Just
I can't wait to talk to the rest of the horses and see what kind of personalities they have. It's gonna be great.
Aiden, you showed me this. Okay, ready? Oh, it's terrible. Alright, so technically that is a 0.
Would
no,
he
it's
get
a
any
2.
help
It's a 2 minus
horses?
1.
Oh, it already did it. Never mind. So yeah, never
Yeah.
mind. Sorry.
I know.
It's a
Would
1.
Mayhem help
Okay.
at all in this situation?
No, because Pyra, you don't notice this, but Urbos, you notice that like 2 minutes after Pyra lays down, Mayhem is asleep.
Oh my god.
Fucking Mayhem. Fucking. I rode him hard today. I'm not good at that. That's my fault, probably.
All right. Well, Urbos, you do your best to keep an eye out. Urbos, you cast Lehman's tiny hut, correct? The
Or the door.
Orladar, sorry. Shoot.
Yes, I did.
So you all are sort of
We have a
bed
safe,
down.
warm dome
Yes.
to sleep in.
Yep.
And
It is temperature regulated.
Preferable.
Yep. You all can fit. You keep it close enough to the horses that you can keep an eye
Yep.
on them. And Urbos, your watch seems to come to your watch comes to a close, seemingly uneventful. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Who's taking second watch?
I am.
Okay.
Can I just make a note that Zoria is sleeping with the staff next to her?
Okay,
Like-
out of the
like-
bag.
Like holding it.
Okay. All right.
Maybe I need physical contact for an extended period of time.
Okay.
And when I go out and I see that Mayhem's asleep, I'm gonna be like, wake the fuck up! Then I'm gonna go do my watch.
2 minutes later, he's out.
Son of a bitch!
Just,
Okay.
yep. Perception check.
What's 15 plus 6?
21.
21.
21. 21?
Tiny
I can't do math.
All right. The night is quiet. There's still the blanket of thick clouds overhead. You see no stars. You see only very, very faint moonlight breaking through. It's a dark night, but you don't seem to notice any disturbances or hear any unnerving sounds. Who's taking the last watch?
I'll take it.
For you 5. Okay. Zoria, you wake up. Perception check.
And while I'm kind of hanging out, perceiving, I'm going to try and check out this staff because I can't sit and stare into the blackness all night.
Okay.
Ooh, not bad. Dirty 20.
Okay. 20.
Is that right? Yeah, dirty 20.
Okay.
Unless I am looking for hidden doors or passageways,
Which
my
you are
good
not.
sir.
Which you are not. You were keeping an ear out. Okay. So, as you complete your watch, you sort of wake up for the day. The sun starts to rise a little bit while your companions are getting the last little bit of their rest as you sit there and meditate, pray over this strange staff that you found seemingly from another world. And that's where we'll go ahead and end tonight's session.
No. Oh, on
Yes.
time. 30.
Nice.
Zoria's never
Good.
gonna get the staff going.
Yeah.
I will
Zoria will
cry.
never get
I
a
will
staff.
spend the rest of the
Yes,
campaign
staff.
trying to figure this
So
out.
now.
Yes, I was trying to get us through that first night of travel there. So we will go ahead and pick things up next week, next Wednesday night, with the Shield of the Coast's second day of travel here on the long road to try and find this artifact. Pyra, perhaps to try and rebuild a burnt bridge. Maybe just to say goodbye to a haunting past. Who honestly knows after the things that Pyra said tonight? Who honestly knows? I guess that's for Pyra to decide at a later date.
She's got a week to think about it.
She's got a week to think about it. But thank you all very much for joining us. Go ahead and follow the channel if you would like to keep up with the Shield of the Coast's journey. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to watch along over there. Like the video if you liked. Yep. Go ahead and just be along with us. Yeah. I'm tired now.
I'm so tired. I have to be up at 6:30.
At 11:30, never.
Yeah, no, I jump rope today.
Yeah,
but
it worked out.
I worked out this morning. So once again, thank you all for adventuring with us. We love each and every one of you, and we will see you next week, 7:30 p.m. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Farewell.